dangerous. Get dangerous. Shameless. Basic. Shameless. Get dangerous. That's my.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I hope you are all doing well. Happy Sunday, my friends. Thank you very much for joining me today for a really fun flight. We're sitting here on the ground in Rome. We are in the beautiful ITA Airways Headwind A330neo. Going to be operating from Rome to Tel Aviv. Oh baby. Guys, before we start off, I know that this is getting old, but is the voice matching? I spent a good hour and a half yesterday figuring out exactly what was going on with the camera. The camera is going to be a little bit darker. There's a little bit more saturation because I found it was too bright. Like it was like blindingly bright before. So the camera is going to be a little bit darker. It's going to be a little bit more saturation, but more importantly, the voice should be matching exactly. I spent quite a long time yesterday, like I said, over an hour, trying to figure out exactly what was going on. What ended up happening was I had a filter on the camera. For some reason, I don't know why, there was a filter, and the filter was causing like a half-second delay between my microphone and the camera picking it up. Anyways, the sync should be good. I've gone live yesterday by myself. I made like a private live stream. I checked it. I recorded some videos just speaking into it, trying to figure out exactly how it's going. But anyways, everything should be better now. Camera should be a little bit darker. You're going to see Daisy, co-pilot Daisy, blocking the green screen behind me. But it should be, yeah, the brightness is definitely down. That's something that I can tweak. It is something that we can bring the brightness up just a little bit. But I wanted to make the camera a little bit more full and a little bit darker, because when we get up airborne and we get up like into the clouds and stuff, I noticed on the streams that the white shirt just becomes ridiculously bright. So we're going to test this. Like I said, we'll be able to make some changes if we need to make any changes or anything like that. But for the most part, I think I've nailed it down. We shouldn't have to start the streams and be like, oh, hey guys, everything's out of sync again. Everything should be good. So yeah, the front door's closed. The front door and the back door don't open. For some reason, it only opens up this middle door. That's what I noticed yesterday as well when I was kind of playing around with the aircraft. But anyways, welcome aboard, friends. Thanks so much for joining today. Can we just talk about this stunning livery for a second here, chat? Absolutely gorgeous. I think this may be one of my favorite liveries, like recent liveries. I put this one right up there with like the Air Canada, like the newer Air Canada, like this one, the black and black, white and red. Absolutely stunning. Ooh, look, we got another ITA Airways right there. Just a beautiful, beautiful livery. I love the little effects on the tail here as well. You can see how like the sun kind of shines in on it. Absolutely beautiful, man. Stunning, stunning, stunning livery. Gorgeous airplane. Really looking forward to today. I know you guys have been really looking forward to doing some A330-900 or something bigger than a 737 or an A320. So really excited, man. Can I have one of these pilot shirts? You can order it, man. They're on... it's just called the Luso Aviation, the pilot shirt, the captain shirt or something it is. But yeah, hey Cap, didn't know the 330 is actually working now. I will download it, and thanks for flying to LLBG. Yeah, I mean, it's the Headwind 330. It's got like a custom cockpit and everything now, so it's all, you know, it is. Yeah, the front door's bugged and the back door's bugged. We've got 421 passengers on today's flight, so they're boarding up. Let's jump inside the aircraft. It may take me a little bit to kind of remember how things go with this. Is this the stable version or the pre-alpha? This is the pre-alpha, because I believe that's the one that has like the VNAV, LNAV, all that fun stuff. So I think you want the pre-alpha, not the stable version or the not release candidate or whatever it is. Flight time today was scheduled at 2 hours and 51 minutes. 2 hours and 51 minutes with a Mach cruise. I think we're going to be cruising at Mach 0.84 or something like that. Now, they operate this aircraft in their A320, but I didn't want to do a crazy long haul. ITA Airways only has like 3 or 4 330s, and a lot of them are doing, which gave me some good ideas. We could do New York to Rome. That is a long haul that they do operate, ITA Airways, on their A330-900. So that may be a long haul that we see coming up sooner than later. It's quite rare to see ATC at Tel Aviv. Are they? Yeah, I don't even think we have any ATC here. Oh, we do have ATC. ATC came online. Okay. I was going to say, when I logged in this morning about a half hour ago, there was no ATC online, but it looks like ATC has come on. We've got ground, we've got tower, and we've got center online. So that's awesome. We should get some ATC out of here. Should help coordinate everything and get everybody en route. Without further ado, let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy program ready to rock and roll. Again, 2 hours and 51 minutes into Tel Aviv this evening. We are not flying real time. We're trying to replicate what time this flight left at. This flight left at 3 p.m. So in the simulator, I should have it close to 3 p.m. Yeah, it's about 2:55 p.m. I'm actually going to roll this back here just a little bit more. We'll go, because the departure was at 3 p.m. So we'll put 2:40 p.m. We're just trying to replicate how it was with this one. MHS, thanks so much for your business class subscription. I appreciate you, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very, very much for your support. I truly do appreciate that. You're incredibly kind. Welcome back to business class, my friend. Cool, let's do it. Let's jump inside the aircraft. As you can see, I was just working on a couple things down here. I did get the flight plan loaded in here as well, so that's all good. Just direct import from SimBrief, so they've got the little tablet working. I just wish it was in a little bit of a better spot, to be honest with you. I feel like it's kind of awkward having to like go all the way down here. You know, like usually it's like up here or something, like a little bit tilted more towards the pilot, but what can you do? Look at that, Chad. We got some fancy sunglasses down there. Ooh, fancy. Cool. Let's go to the overhead. I mean, it's an Airbus. We should know how to power this thing up, right, Chad? We're pretty proficient in Airbuses now. Let's get the ground power to the on position. Wow. Those sounds come fierce at you, don't they? Let's go and get battery switch 1 and 2. Ooh, those sounds so much louder than the other one. Cool. Let's get our Deers. Nav. Beautiful. Come down here. Crew supply can go on. Nav and logo lights can go on. APU master start switch can get armed. We'll go ahead and arm our no smoking to the auto position. Emergency exits get armed as well, and everything else looks good upstairs for now. Beautiful. Aircraft should be coming to life, which it is. Wonderful. We can come down here. We can get a little bit of brightness up on our screens so we can see what we're doing. Yeah. Important. Mucho importanto. Turn those up a little bit. Cool. I'll set the pressure. Should be 1016, which it is. I forgot you have to turn all the lights up in this thing. It's like the fly-by-wire. You got to go and do all your lights so everything lights up beautifully. Cool. Now, chat, correct me if I'm not. This is the newer version of their cockpit where it's actually based off the A330, correct? It's not, doesn't look... Didn't last time we fly this, it was like an A320 cockpit, but it kind of just looked like a thing. By the way, there's a bug when I go to this view. The livery doesn't really match up like that, but yeah, still feel the physics need improved with this aircraft. Feels like it wants to lift off after 100 knots. That's not uncommon, to be honest with you, Thomas. I honestly get that with a lot of airplanes that we're flying in Microsoft Flight Sim, including the PMDG and some of the other planes. I think it's just like yeah, I don't know, man. Hopefully these are things that either get addressed in this sim, or if they're not, hopefully the new physics and flight model for the for 2024 is going to be that good. So we have to come down here. I think I go to... Sorry, chat. It's going to be a second for me to kind of bumble through this and get everything done. Everything should be good here. We're going to pull that from SimBrief. Refuel, we need 24,300 kilograms. Is that correct? Yes, 24,300. We have it set to instant, so we're going to hit the button. There we go. We'll fill ourselves up. Beautiful. We've got 24,300 kilograms. We're going to go to payload. We're going to grab from SimBrief. What does it say here? What do I have to do? I have to go from SimBrief. There we go. 421 passengers, 8,420 kilograms of cargo. Our zero fuel weight is estimated at 170.7, which all is correct. It's matching the numbers on SimBrief, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, okay, we'll do that, and then we'll go ahead and I think this is the boarding. Begin boarding. It's an instant process, so there you go. The aircraft is already loaded, and we are obviously boarding all through GSX. You can see the passengers all boarding the aircraft now. Beautiful. Cool. So that's done. We don't really have to worry about any of that. We can go to direct to our init page. We can do our init request, and again, it should populate all of our information, which it does beautifully. You can see here we're going from Rome to Tel Aviv with an alternate of LLER. I'm not quite sure what that is. What is that? That's, I don't know what airport that is, but that's our alternate, chat. We are ITA or Etero 812 heavy, 421 passengers, cost index of 77. Seems a little bit much. I'm going to put that down to like 35. We'll do that. That looks good. Uplink has been inserted. Good. GPS primer is available. Everything is looking good there. Wonderful. Cool. Let's go to our NIT B page. We can plug in some information now. So we know that our zero fuel weight was 170. We call that 170.8, and our zero fuel weight CG. So 170.8, and then our zero fuel weight CG was 21.9. We'll call that. Oops, slash 21.9. Good, and we'll bug that up into there. Beautiful. Block fuel for today's flight. The block fuel was, we just had it. Go back to our fuel tab here. 24,300. So we're 24.3, and we'll bug that up into there. Beautiful. That's all done. Happy with that. Let's go to our flight plan page, and we'll just leave this blank for now. We do need to tune to ATC. Airtime today, 2 hours and 51 minutes. 2:51 is Eilat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay, let's go to our radio comms here. How do I, is it page up? Yes, page up. Thank you. So we've got ATIS. We'll go and grab the ATIS, 12185. ATIS says, ATIS information November. ILS and ILS Whiskey, runway and arrival 16 left, 16 right, departures on 25, transition level 7,000. Winds are 270 at 8 knots, and Q at H is 1016. Cool. So we've got all of that. That looks good. We can tune to ground now, which is going to be on 121.9. Go ahead and bug that up and get that ready to go. 1219. Wonderful. And we'll go ahead and grab our clearance, and we'll let them know that we do have November. Uchemi ground, good evening. Itero 812 heavy with ATIS information November IFR to Tel Aviv, please.
November. We are
okay.
at gate.
Sasha's stepping on me already, no problem.
238, crossing.
Stand by, tablet 12 ready to copy.
Ready to go, Itero 812.
Italy 12 ciao, vicino ground information, Kilo, you cleared to destination, C3 5 Alpha, PPX and 9 Alpha, running news to 5, initial climb 4,000, stroke 5511.
I declared into Tel Aviv, Pepin 9 Alpha departure, departing runway 25, initial climb 4,000, squawk 5511, Atero 812.
Confirming C3 5 Alpha, PPX 9 Alpha.
Oh yes, this is one of those crazy departing airports. Can you just write that out to me, because I'm not going to understand.
Departure is C3 5 Alpha, PPX 9 Alpha transition.
Okay, so the departure is the Seabree 5 Alpha departure with the Pepe 9 Alpha transition, correct?
Italy 12, Rebecca is correct, report startup.
Report startup, thanks. Atero 812 heavy. Yes. Welcome to Rome, chat. We're fucking Europe, man. I don't understand why you guys do this. LERF departures. We're going to plan 2-5. Okay. The Souza 5 Alpha, I believe, is what he gave me. My Italian's not very good this morning. The Souza 5 Alpha, I believe, is what we have. And then the transition is the PEP 9 Alpha, which I don't see that. I just see the PEP 9 Bravo. but I need the PEP 9 Alpha, which leads me to believe that I don't have the proper departure, so we're just going to erase that. We're going to go to LERF. If anybody picked that up, what a departure I should be doing. Zebri departure, is that what it is? Okay, hold on. Let's go to departures, 25. We'll go all the way down. Zebri 5 Alpha, thank you. And we're going to have the PEP 9 Alpha transition. Talk about being backwards, chat. My God. Okay, cool. And we're not going to plan for an arrival quite yet. We're 1,269 nautical miles away from Ben Gurion. They have us arriving on runway 21. I believe that's what they had planned in the FMC, or sorry, in our sim brief, or sorry, runway 12. What did you have for me, sim brief? Sim brief had runway 21. I don't see a runway 21. I see a runway 3, a runway 30. Okay, runway 21. I don't know if that's what they usually do, but who knows. We can go ahead and check the METAR report and see what things are doing here in Ben Gurion, and we can kind of plan accordingly from there. Remember, as an Italian citizen, I cannot say that we have a problem in Italy. It's a bigger problem. My God, dude. It's just, I just don't understand, like, how you have a SID and then you have a SID transition that is also a SID. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so, I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense to me, Chad. I don't think it ever will make sense to me. Winds are 130 at 8. Yeah, as I expected, 130 at 8. So we're probably going to be landing on runway 30, if I had to take a guess. I don't know if that's a common runway to land on, but that's usually what we're going to be doing. We'll go LLBG, we'll go to arrivals. We'll just throw this in now. We're going to go ILS 30. Good. We're going to be on the, what do they want us on here? The Amos 1 Echo. There it is right there. The Amos 1 Echo arrival. Good. And we're going to have the Zuko transition. Nope, there is no Zuko transition. Okay. Let's see our approach vias. Let's come down here. We'll be on this one. The Amos LLBG approach. We're going to go ILS 30, pin that. We'll have a look-see at this. We want it via Hadass so that we come in like that. Yes, not Limco. We want it via Hadass. So we'll go ahead and select that one. Good. No transition. And we'll go ahead and insert that. Beautiful. That's what we've got in there. We'll leave that blank for now, and we'll fill that in the rest of that when needed to be. Cool. I don't know why it has 3. We're going to 390, not 290. I don't know why it has 290. 39,000 feet for our cruise altitude today shouldn't be a problem with the little amount of fuel and stuff that we have on board. All of that looks good. In over here, all of that looks good. Good. Let's go to our performance page now. Transition altitude, I believe he said was 7,000 feet. Good. Our initial climb is 4,000. As far as like flaps and stuff, chat, there's no calculator for this yet, right? Like there's no departure calculator. We're basically just doing like flaps 1/up 0.5, right? It's just going to take that. And then for like the flex temp, is it going to give me a flex temp or no, not even? Okay. Let's just flex to like, I don't know, 65, 63. Let's use 63. Common number. There we go. And then V-speeds. It should give me my V-speeds. 49, 51, 57. There we go. Got our V-speeds. Everything plugged in. Everything looks great. I think we're done boarding. We are done boarding. Cool. So we can come down here. We can go to our ground services. We can go ahead and close the door. We can go ahead and not remove the ground power. Let's spool up the APU. Let's see what the APU sounds like on this bad boy. See if it's nice and loud. Now, I remember last time I had issues removing the wheel chocks, so hopefully we're not going to have any issues today. Hello, Cap. How you doing today? I'm doing well, man. They use both 2.1 and 3.0 for landing. Depends on the winds. Gotcha. Cool. Throttle out of sync? Shouldn't be. Why? Was it doing weird things in there? You're not, it's not aligned. What's that? What's not aligned? What are we talking about here? So complicated? What is? Like the throttles weren't aligned? They should be now. I just moved them. Oh no, they're not. Huh. Okay, well, I guess I just... They're there in the detents. It's just having, it looks like it was just having an issue with idle. It's okay. We'll be fine. I'll just remember to like hold it when I go to idle. And then reverse thrust should work. Yeah, okay, we're good. Weird. Okay, just have to be very careful with the idle so it doesn't like go into reverse idle. Your left wing is behind the... Yeah, well, it's not meant for I don't think two heavy airplanes are supposed to park right beside each other here. It creates a little bit of an issue. Cool. Upstairs, APU bleed comes on. Beautiful. We'll get the fuel pumps on. Great. We'll go ahead and get our seatbelt signs on. We'll get our beacon light on. And we'll go ahead and remove the external power. There's the bus transfer over. Beautiful. God damn, these sounds are loud. Wasn't ready for that. We'll go ahead and remove the ground power unit. I think the chocks just removed by themselves. They did. Wonderful. Cool. Do we have park brake on? Park brake is indeed on. Okay, good. And then we just need our squawk code, chat. Squawk code was 5511. 55, oops, clear it. 5511. Turn that on and reporting. On and reporting. Beautiful. Cool. Try to calibrate the throttles? No, I'm not going to calibrate anything. I'm not going to touch it now, man. Have you ever tried to calibrate these things? It can take years, literally. We're just going to leave it. It's fine, man. Everything's perfectly fine. I just have to remember to be very gentle when I idle the aircraft. That's it. Because if I go too far back on the idle, it's idle reverse. So I just have to remember when I'm coming in just like that. I'm going to be flying, and that's what we're looking for, like right there. Perfect. And then we can go into reverse. Cool. You can align through the EFB. Yes, correct. I know how to do it, guys. Everything's already aligned. As you can see, it's going into the climb detent. It's going into the flex detent. It's going into the toga detent. Everything is already set. It's just that little bit of an issue down at the idle that is causing a little bit of issues with the idle gate. Everything's already configured, guys. Please, like, we're not going to take time to configure things. Everything's fine. Do not worry about it, okay? I promise I'll get you there safe and sound. Cool. That's looking good. That's set. That's set. We can go ahead and call ground and let them know we're ready for start. We're just pulling out, so we don't need to do a pushback or anything like that. Straight out. Initial climb was to 4,000 feet. We've got that programmed in. And everything is looking good. Just be careful. It is all good. Of course, man. Yeah. During the flare, you're idle. The throttles normally, it won't actually go into reverse until you touch down. See? There you go. Awesome. As long as I can get to my destination safely. Of course. I'll get you there safely. Of course, of course, of course. Good afternoon, Cap. I've been having a lot of problems with the A330neo and the Phoenix moving. I even reinstalled my sim. Still same issues. Any ideas? What exactly is going on, Faten? Sorry. I didn't... Microsoft or X-Plane for first payware sim? I would say Microsoft. More options, a lot more bang for your buck. In X-Plane, you're just going to have to spend a ton of money with add-ons and stuff like that. Had the same issue last week. I adjusted the sensitivities to get it around. There you go. Sweet. Puff, puff, calibrate. You guys are crazy. Ground ITA 812 heavy, ready for startup. Stand 229.
Itaro 812, startup approved.
Startup approved. Itaro 812. Alright, cool. Engine mode selector to the start position. We're going to fire up these bad boys. Let's go ahead and spool up engine numero. I'm going to turn the sounds up for us. Let's go ahead and spool up engine number 2, shall we? There we go. Good. Over to start. Let's give us a nice little wing view. Listen to this bad boy spooling up. I do the pushback, and when I'm ready to go, I release the brakes, but nothing. Huh. I wonder if you have a conflict in controls or something like that? Doesn't ITA have the AZ call sign? No. ITY. And their call sign is Itero. Chat, listen to these engines. Woof. That's some bass for you this morning. Wow. That was special. I quite enjoyed that. All right, spool up engine number 1. What engines are these, chat? Are these the GEs or are these the Trents? Currently flying EGGL to LPPT in an E190. Very cool, man. They're the Rolls-Royce Trents. Got you.
And ground Iliad 386, ready to go for runway 25 with information, Juliet.
My man, Faten coming in with the $70 donation. Huge no floaties to you, Faten. Thank you very, very much for the continued support of the channel, my friend. I appreciate you. That is incredibly kind, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dude. Guys, could we please get some love and chat for Mr. Faten dropping the $70 donation. Fate, I don't, if you're using rudder pedals, man, and the aircraft is not moving, try stepping on like your rudder pedals. There is a bug with this simulator with like the park brake. It's called the park brake bug. All of a sudden you'll just be going and you'll like move your camera and the park brakes will go on. So it won't show you in the aircraft that your park brake is on, but it will show you like the aircraft won't move and stuff like that. So maybe keep that in mind. I don't know if that's causing the issue, but yeah. Cool. 2 good engines. Engine mode selector to the normal position. Predictive wind shear system is over to auto. Ground spoilers are armed. Auto brake over to max RTO. 4000 is set. 1016 is set as well. Let's go upstairs. We'll kill the APU. We'll kill the APU bleed. Everything else looks good up there. I'm happy with that. Faten, my man, thanks so much, dude. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Cap, use a color brightness overlay for the sim. I do not. No, the only thing that I've changed is I've made my camera a little bit darker because the camera, I found it was way too bright, especially when we get up to cruise altitude. The camera was just, the white balance was like off in my opinion. Now, if people don't like it, I can always fix it, but I actually think the camera looks a little bit better. It's a little bit darker. I'm not so like blindingly bright in the bottom left corner of your screen anymore. So I actually like the way that it looks right now. It looks a little bit better. So yeah. Cool. This is going to get locked and then we should, oops, wrong button. That should get locked, closed. There we go. Everything should be off of our ECAM and we're just going to let them know we're ready to taxi. If we look at our charts here, chat, we're going to expect quite a fun little taxi today. We're up over here. And we're going over to runway 25, so it's probably going to be Echo Delta, Echo Foxtrot, Echo Golf, Delta, Delta Mike for the runway. I don't know, we'll find out. What should I get for my first Boeing yoke? The Thrustmaster Boeing yoke. There's only one, man. It is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. You're going to hate this, but it's kind of dark. Yeah, well, that was the point, Davis. Like I mentioned, I found in my other streams, previous streams, I was way too bright, man. This is, in my opinion, a little bit better. I'll have to do a little bit of tweaking and maybe add a little bit more contrast and brightness up, but for the time being, I'm not going to mess with things today. We're just going to leave it. You'll see once we get up to cruise altitude, man, I'm going to be a lot brighter. You'll see, man. TM Yoke just went on sale today. Needless to say, I bought a new toy. Oh, baby. Absolutely awesome, man. Bandit, what's going on, dude? Been a hot minute. I hope you were doing well, man. Good to see you coming in with these €6. Welcome back, my friend. Huge no floaties to you. I hope you're having a great weekend, man. Thanks for coming to say hello, and I hope life is good, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You look more real. Yes, absolutely. I don't look so... I found it was too washed out before. I actually think this is perfect. Hold on, let me do some looking here. I don't know, man. I think it's perfect. I think it's definitely darker and more like rich in color, which is probably what you guys are. You guys are like, holy shit! I'm used to seeing him so bright in the bottom left corner, but I actually think the video quality and the picture quality looks far better than anything else. Like I said, I spent a good like almost 2 hours tweaking everything last night.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hey.
Have a great flight.
Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties too, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Let's set our flaps. 1 for takeoff. Cabin. Can ding them. Good. Cabin's dinged. And then we'll do our takeoff config. It's going to give me an alarm because flaps aren't set. Now flaps are set. So now if I do my takeoff config, there we go. Takeoff config is normal. ECAM no blue. We've got flaps 1 set. We're ready to go. I don't know why he's pushing back. We're just pulling out of the gate. So give me a second here. We'll call him up. And I think the ATIS has changed. We have ATIS information. We're saying November still, but I don't know. Quality leveled up for sure. So 4K. Captain when? Soon, man. Soon. I assume you got a new camera. I did get a new camera, Bill. Yes, I did get a new camera. It's 4K, 60 FPS. The other camera was 1080p, 30 FPS. So, yeah. Cap, does it have a middle FMC on the pedestal? No. No. Oh, does this thing print out? Can we get printed stuff out? I think you can. Looks like AK Super Mega Mode. Wouldn't quite say that, but listen, more importantly, I finally figured out what was causing the delay in the camera and the speech, so thankfully everything is fixed now and it's not something that we have to deal with. It's done. It's all set now, right? So. Ground Taro 812 ready to taxi runway 25.
Taro 812, taxi holding point Bravo Alpha 25 via Echo Charlie, Echo Bravo, November Golf, November and Bravo.
Alright, we'll taxi to hold point Bravo Alpha 25 via Alpha Charlie, Alpha Bravo, November Golf, November and Bravo. Taro 812.
Negative.
Right.
Echo Charlie, Echo Bravo, November Golf, November and Bravo. Holding point Bravo Alpha.
Bravo Alpha 25, Echo Charlie, Echo Bravo, November Golf, November Bravo. Thank you, Atero 812. I pressed A instead of B.
Okay,
park brake is off. Let's go flying, or let's go taxiing at least. Listen to those sounds. Oof. Those are good. Like real good.
Arrow 8 window is ready taxi to go. Access 26, ready taxi.
Arrow 810, stand by, please.
Little howl in the engine. I love that we're actually picking up the Ataro A330s as well. It's badass. Alrighty, let's go, chat. Bandit, thanks so much again, man, for another €6 donation. I appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've got that one weird channel celebrating 4 months as well. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Thanks so much for your support. Truly do appreciate that. And then we've got that one weird channel gifting a membership to Sasha. Sasha, congratulations. You've just got a gifted membership. Very, very kind of you. Thanks so much, that one weird channel. Really do appreciate you, man. Thanks so much, dude. The wings are going to hit? Nah, man, we're fine. It's Flight Sim, dude. Hello? Is this your first time playing Flight Sim? It doesn't matter. And we're well far away enough from hitting them. There's no collision mode on Flight Sim.
Minute, mate, I was here last week when you flew with Jeff. I guess you just forgot. Smiley face.
Jesus.
Smiley
Probably.
face.
Too much going on.
Face.
Too much going on. Okay, he wanted us Echo Charlie, Echo Bravo. Where the hell is... Okay, Echo Bravo's this way. Okay, we're going this way to Echo Bravo. We're following that guy pretty much is what we're doing. Mark, celebrating 26 months as well. Absolutely unbelievable. Huge no floaties to you, Mark. Thanks so much for your support, man. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind, man. Appreciate you guys.
Can I taxi behind 812, please?
Roger, I cannot say. Nomadic 108, contact tower 118.
This thing is heavy and it feels heavy on the ground, chat. That's what I remember about flying this airplane. It feels heavy. He wanted me to push back? I don't think so. It's just a pull out. I don't know. He didn't say... He just asked me... No, because he gave me permission... Like, he gave me push it... He gave me the start at stand instructions. I don't think he was expecting me to push back. Because he gave us the start up at stand procedures. I don't know. Maybe. This has been mentioned, but sorry, I just got here. Is the face cam darker than usual, or is it just me? It is. Yes, I've tweaked the face cam. I've removed the audio sync delay, and the face cam has been tweaked, and it is a little bit... darker, much more rich. I will be adjusting it very slightly for the next stream. I'll make it slightly a little bit brighter, but you'll see once we get in the air and once we get airborne, you'll see that the brightness will be coming up. Do not you worry. Here's November Golf, okay? And then we need November and then Bravo for holding point.
Continue taxi, November and Bravo, correct.
Van Bravo and Golf for Portugal 6.
By the way, you're able to print the ATIS in the pre-departure clearance. Very cool. Yeah. I said that because I wanted you on EC and there was a taxiway behind you. It doesn't matter. Well, I think it's because Echo Charlie also goes out this way. No, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. And now Echo Charlie also went out like this. It's weird taxi instructions here. It's okay. We're fine. We're following Sasha. I don't know what Sasha's doing, though. I think Sasha's lost. Straight ahead. Pull up your charts. November, right on Bravo, and then he wants us Bravo Alpha for the hold point. Hello, greetings from Rome. I'm about to fly Fiumicino to Sweden. Very cool. Enjoy your flight, man. We've got a... What is that, an El Al?
Maintain position, please. Behind passing runway 386.787, continue taxi.
I will hold position and we'll give way to the 787 left to right for Atero 812. Cam, you look like you've had a tan. Yes, I've adjusted the camera. I spent a lot of time kind of fixing the camera and everything yesterday, so yes.
Push start approved, Greenwich 1016, with 1062.
By the way, Rome, Tel Aviv is an A330neo op. Yes, correct. Yeah. I wanted to fly the Headwind A330, so we decided to break out the Headwind A330. Man, full of first officers in chat today. My goodness. Nothing gets by you guys, eh? Hey Cap, great stream from yesterday. I was wondering why you typically wait to put your cost index and cruise altitude in after you putting your flight plan. It's just a habit that I have, AJ. I got used to flying like the jar design and stuff like that in X-Plane, and it always made some weird stuff if like you put in your cost index and your cruise level before entering your flight plan. With these airplanes, you can probably do it no problem. I don't see it being an issue, but yeah. It's just, I guess, something that I'm used to doing, to be honest with you. Probably just more like muscle memory, if anything. I feel like this is a better view. 1187, thanks for running off full ATC. We'll see you soon. Natero 812, ciao. All right, 187 for tower frequency. We'll tune to them now. Again, we don't have to call them or anything. We're just going to monitor. 187, good. That's you, Mark, in front of us. Nice. Have you ever taken the sunglasses off midstream? Not intentionally. Not intentionally. I can't wait to hear these engines just absolutely rip out on departure. It's going to be beautiful. I think it's a 6 out of 10. I would give it probably like a 7, 7.5 out of 10. I think it's a great scenery. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10, but I think it's the most viable option if you want a proper Rome airport. I like it. I would recommend it. Performance is great too as well. You can see we're, you know, mid-30s with all this traffic on VATSIM and stuff like that. I mean, that's usually good telltale sign of a well-optimized airport. You know? Hi from Italy. Sometimes ITA operates this route with the A330-200 instead of the 320. There you go. We're on the 900 today. We're having a little bit of fun, but it's okay. Tyler Smith coming in with 31 months. Appreciate you, mate. Thank you for the support. Truly do appreciate you, mate. That's incredibly kind. Says 31 months. Wow. No floaties, brother. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Thank you, dude. Really do appreciate you, man. 31 months. Absolutely incredible. Thanks, dude. Floated here 10 years ago on a 330-300. Wish I could do it again. I'd love to spot the ITA livery again. Dude, it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Rating for this plane. I haven't flown this plane in many months. So you'll have to give me a little bit to fly. I feel like we're really close to this like pillar now. Like how far is the seat? The seat, like, I feel like I can't get my seating properly. Like according to this, the seat chart, we're looking good, but I feel like it's like, I feel like I should be like that. But that puts me quite far off. I just feel weird with this like column right here. Is it just me, Chad, or does like it just feels weird? It feels like I'm way too close to that column. There's only me that thinks the Phoenix cockpit looks so much better than this. I feel like they're pretty similar, no, but I don't know. Do you use map enhancement or default Microsoft? Default. It's the 330 design. It's that massive pillar. It's kind of just in your way. John Zander, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Hope life's treating you well, my man. I live in Israel. You are welcome. Very cool, Devere. Good to see you, man. No floaties. Do control space to fix the... I don't want to set a new... I don't want to set like a new thing. Control space. That's the default view right there, and that's my view. I'm not really that far off from a default view. We're basically right beside each other. Yeah, it's just that pillar. It's the cockpit itself. Now, like ideally, you can see the seats all the way back here. So maybe I should be like back like this, flying the airplane. I don't know. I just feel like I don't like that view when you just suck everything back like this, and that doesn't look normal to me. It looks weird. Anyways, it's fine. We'll deal with it. It's probably just because I'm used to flying the 320, and the 320 has a much smaller column here, and you're probably seating differently. Can you show the takeoff lineup behind you? It's probably not that many. There's an Air Canada and an ITA 330 right there. Other than that, everybody's good. Am I showing up as an ITA Airways for everybody on VATSIM, or am I showing up as like a blank aircraft? Maybe because I'm the 900?
And airport to Roger, Peteni, Faten 156. Portugal 632, identified. Welcome to base, ciao. Unicom 122.8, bang up for love ATC.
So we're going over to Unicom right after departure chat, which is nice. We can just send ourselves en route.
Clear for takeoff, Iliad 386.
No flows.
0812 after departing Airbus runway 25 and up and wait.
Right, behind the departing 787 will line up and wait. Atero 812. Alright. Strobe lights, wing lights, landing lights, nose lights, everything on. Let's go ahead and pull ourselves onto the runway. No floaties. CJ, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Thanks so much for the gifted membership. I appreciate you. Huge no floaties, man. Thank you, dude. It's extremely kind of you. Really do appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. Those engines are beautiful sounding. Oof, lining up this bad boy is a little bit of a pain. She is heavy. My goodness. I'm so used to taxiing around my 320 and my 737. Chat, we'll put the sounds up for this one. We're just going to rip out of here on departure.
We'll see you next time. Iliad 386, no floaties.
No floaties.
Sure.
He goes, sure. It's probably so confused. CJ, thank you for the support, my friend. I appreciate you guys. If you got a gifted membership from CJ, please make sure you say thank you in chat. That's incredibly kind, man. I appreciate you, dude. Controller goes, sure. Sure. No floaties, sure. No problem. That's too funny. What do you recommend for a 777 add-on for Microsoft? Unfortunately, none. Just wait for the PMDG, man. There is nothing available as of yet. For takeoff runway 25, Atero 812 heavy. Alright, chat. Let's do it. Sounds are going up. Joystick cam's going on. Enjoy the departure, my friends. Throttle's to about 40%. Oof. Chrono's on. Manflex 53 SRS runway auto thrust blue. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. Slight nose down pressure on the stick. Oh my goodness. 100 knots. We're neutral. What in the... Positive rate. Gear up. That was loud. I thought this was supposed to be a new airplane. So many rattles. Unicom 122.8, thanks for full ATC. Jump. Alright, Unicom. Let's fly our departure here. That was a lot of rattles, chat, for a new airplane. Throttle's down to climb. Bring the nose down here slightly. And we'll go and bug up our cruise altitude, 39,000 feet. Good. I don't know if we have a speed restriction, 200 knots or something, but that's all the airplane wants to do right now. So we'll pitch for 200 and we'll figure that out in a second. I think there's a speed restriction. Yeah, 200 knots. The airplane actually feels pretty nice. Yeah, that shit is loud. It's humming. There's our speed increase. Wait for flaps clean. Slat retraction. We'll wait for 220 and then we'll go flaps clean. Okay, there's 220. We'll go flaps clean. We will runway turnoffs, nose lights, wing lights, ground spoilers, all off and disarmed. Cool. And we're coming up on 6,000 feet. Autopilot 1 can go on. Beautiful. Bring you guys back up into the flight deck. Hey. Nice departure, chat. Happy with that one. Sounded like a train on takeoff. It was pretty loud, wasn't it? It's good, though. I like it. How do you know when to turn on autopilot on after departure? There's no real, like, you have to have it on by certain altitude. Yeah. I guess it's like whatever you're comfortable with. Standard barrel left and right side, we're through 7,000 feet, which is our transition altitude, and we are en route. Looks like we have a discontinuity. We'll just go ahead and fix that quickly. Good thing we looked at that. We'll remove that discont. Good. Beautiful. And there we go. And if we go down here, we'll go to our progress page. It says optimum is 350 and we've got 39. So what we'll do for now then is we'll go to 350. I guess I have to put an FL 350. I forgot. FL 350. Interesting. Is it? Oh, I think it just does it off of this, right? If I put 3.5, it'll take 3.5. No? Interesting. Perf, progress. Weird. I thought I could put FL 350. Do I have to do like 35,000? Apparently I do. Okay. There's 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come off, and we're going to keep the seatbelt signs on here just for a little bit till we get up to our climb speed. Top of progress page. It seemed to take 35,000. It was just weird that I had to do that. Odd. And so I can do FL 350 up here, and it'll take it. It will. Cool. So just for shits and giggles, let's try and put 370. It does. Okay. Thanks, chat. We're going to go 3.5 for now. Obviously our max is 3.7, so we're not going to quite do the max. We'll burn off some fuel first, and then we'll do a couple step climbs up to the appropriate altitudes. But there we go, leaving the coast of Rome. If you look at our flight plan here, it's probably going to be a little bit off because we have some different departure. You can see it's taking us to Pepix, and then we're going to make the turn down, and then we're going to make it all the way across. Going to go right over top of the Greek islands. Going to be pretty cool. Should have some beautiful views passing Greece as long as it's not too cloudy. And then all the way down here into Ben Gurion. Should be cool. The wing looks so good, it does. It really does. Especially with those engines. Yeah. So refreshing after a year of only 737s and A320s. You guys are savage, man. It's not been a year since we've flown a different type of airplane, man. You guys are just ruthless, man. Holy macaroni. Guys, in case you haven't noticed, we're starved for airplanes in Microsoft. We still are. Yes, we have a few decent airplanes, but we're still very much starved for aircraft in this simulator. Yeah. Does Madeira have an ILS? I think so, but only for one of the runways. The other one you have to do an RNAV or visual. Yeah. CJ, thanks so much, man, coming in with the £5 donation. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for the continued support, CJ. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hi, Captain. Still trying to get to grips with the TMTCA stick recommended settings from Phoenix. Very floaty for me compared to FBW.
Yeah. One thing that I can say, CJ, cut the power at 30 feet. Cut the power at 30 feet, and that has helped me tremendously in flying the Phoenix A320. And don't be afraid to add a little bit more flare when you're coming in. But that's what significantly helped me, was just adding, cutting the power to about 30 feet. So right after you hear the 30-foot call out, cut the power, and you should be a little bit less floaty because you're going to bleed off a little bit of extra speed, so it should make contact a little bit easier. Yeah. Hey Cap, given the endless seeming delays concerning the Aerosoft 330, how excited are you for this plane? Do you have any expectations? No, I don't really at this point. I mean, this is kind of like what I tell everybody. This is kind of what I preach on the channel. Is this is why exactly why I don't get excited for certain projects. It's just the reality of it is like, especially when you're developing for these types of simulators, is it can take years, man, years, months, everything in between. This is exactly why I don't get excited for projects until like I have a firm release date. That's when I start getting excited for projects. I think it's okay to like, you know what's happening in the flight sim community, but I refuse to get excited because I feel like time and time again, every time I do get excited for a new product that's coming out, I just end up getting disappointed. That's just the reality of flight sim. I've been in this hobby for many years. I personally get excited when I see a developer say, we are releasing on X date for X amount of dollars. Cool. Now I'm on board. Now I'm excited. I'm not really one to get excited and hyped up about products that are months and months, if not years away, right? So, yeah. Do you disconnect the auto throttle before cutting the power on the throttle? You don't have to. No, not in the Airbus. If you're flying Airbus, no. If you're flying Boeing, yes, you would want to do manual throttles, but the Airbus is, you can do auto throttle. Yeah. Sweet spot for me when landing the Phoenix is pitch up at 5 degrees. Less than that, the plane usually just drops in my experience. Yeah, I mean, it's all, you just got to get used to it and comfortable with it, right? Does MS Flight Sim show you how to use the computer in the plane, or is it like used besides the throttle? No, you'd probably have to look for like tutorials and stuff like that. Most likely you'll have to look for some tutorials. Yeah. Thanks, Cap. Also note that you use auto throttle all the way touchdown rather than taking control of the engines on final when flying the new Phoenix. Correct. Now there are some airlines that you have to operate using the auto throttle off, but I prefer landing with the auto throttle on. They've done a lot of logic with the Phoenix as well. It used to not be the best. It used to be a little bit slow on like the speed catch-ups and slowdowns. So, yeah. The plane behind is catching up. The plane behind me is catching up, or behind you? I'm not really paying attention, man. I mean, we're climbing at 290 knots. We're climbing exactly the way that we should. I don't think anybody would be climbing faster than that. We're going to be cruising at, I think, what did it say? Mach, what did it say? Mach 0.82 on the cruise. Could bump it up a little bit, but I can go to like 55 on the cost index, see if that brings that up just a little bit. We'll see. Finally back in the 330neo. We are. Yeah, we are. What do you think about Israel? I don't know a lot about it. I have a lot of friends from Israel, Palestine, Israel, and stuff like that, but I don't know a lot about this part of the world, unfortunately. Got picked up Flight Tampa Toronto, and now I have 3 Flight Tampa sceneries. It's becoming an addiction. Flight Tampa's great developer, man. I absolutely love their Toronto scenery. Yeah. Still crazy to imagine that the Phoenix 319 and 321 will be out before the Aerosoft 330. I was so excited for this project, but it gives me PMGG 737 EFB vibes. Yes and no. Again, another thing. I find people get too excited, and then that excitedness turns into like ill will and hate towards PMDG. Listen, is it taking PMDG longer than expected with the tablet? Absolutely. But I don't think it's to a point where it's not like they promised the tablet 3 months ago and we're still waiting for it. We've never had a concrete release date from PMDG. They've only said that 1, they're working on the tablet, and 2, that it'll be out whenever it's ready. And everybody in the community is now besides themselves because we don't have an EFB for the 737. Listen, I agree. It would be nice to have an EFB, but how do you get mad at a developer when they've never given us a concrete release date? They've just said that we're working on one, we'll release it when it's ready. Yes, I agree, it's been far too long, but I'm not going to get upset at PMDG because it's taken a long time for the EFB to come. It is what it is, man. Like, we're going to get it eventually. It's not like they're just scrapping the project and, oh, no, we promised this, now we're not doing it. It'll come, man. Just have patience. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm from Israel, Captain. I love the Netherlands, but now I travel lots of times. There you go. Very cool. Don't understand why fly-by-wire won't just make a majority of the cockpit, the systems, and the handling instead of making us wait so long for the 380, and then they can update it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Phoenix 320 IE is at the end of September. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Cap, do you know if there's any scenery for Aruba? I'm not sure. You'd have to check. Not quite sure. Gamer Socialite, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. difference between Aerosoft and PWG is how Aerosoft treats their customers. Again, I don't really have like a history with Aerosoft. I come from like the X-Plane world of things. Aerosoft didn't really develop planes. They had a few sceneries for X-Plane, but they never really developed airplanes and stuff like that. So I haven't had the full exposure, if you will, to Aerosoft. I know from hearsay in the community that Aerosoft is not the best related company, but
Captain,
yeah.
Captain, how is the captain?
The captain is good. Huge enough floaties to Gamer Socialite. Thanks so much for coming to hang out, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Appreciate you. Further point, Captain, the EFB from PFDG is completely rebuilt, and I'd rather take their time than everything to rush it out the door. Also, the EFB is a developer for all the PMDG products. Exactly. It's not like we can't fly the airplane because we don't have an EFB, right? The airplane is still very much flyable. There's no issues with that. So, I don't know. See, now it's saying optimum. We've already burned off that much fuel. That our optimum is 365. So I think it'll be a matter of time before we're up at 370. And then hopefully climbing up to 390. We'll see what it says, but yeah. For some airplanes, my SciTech radio does not work like it is in the Phoenix. Is it normal? So Leo, hit page up on your keyboard. It is a bug. I get it with this airplane as well. My radio stack does not turn on when I power up this airplane, but it does work if you hit page up. Page up is the keyboard command for all systems or all battery systems to turn on or something like that. So, yeah. Do you use a green screen behind you? I do. Yeah. I have it matched pretty nicely though right now. As far as like as far as the background, you can't really tell either. It's nice. Looks good. Find EFBs annoying. They block the view. They can. I mean, this one doesn't. This one's so damn. I actually don't like the positioning of this one. If I'm being honest with you, I mentioned that earlier. I don't like the positioning of this one. I actually much prefer the positioning of it like being up here somewhere or something like that. But yeah. So what I'm going to notice here, chat, and I'm gonna almost guarantee there's gonna be people taking different routes here today, because I can see these airplanes going off that way. So there was 2 routings that we could have taken through Simbrief. I can actually show you guys here. I'm assuming probably a lot of you guys chose the initial one that Simbrief was giving us. So we were going from LERF to LLBG, and I'll show you exactly what it did to me. Now, this was the 330-900, so this was the flight path that it wanted to give me. This is not the flight path that they're doing in real world. The real world ops are doing this flight path, which is what we chose, not this flight path. You can see how much this flight path actually adds. How much was it? It was like over 100 nautical miles, I thought, or close to it. It's about 56 nautical miles that it adds to the route, but they're all going like this and over to Thessaloniki and then down. We're going like this, straight down to it. So we'll probably end up getting there maybe 10-15 minutes early. But I always have a look at this, chat. Always look. Sometimes they don't give you the proper routing, or they give you a different routing because this was a routing, there was a storm here or something, and they had to reroute out this way and down in. But if you go on Flight Radar or any of the other ones, you can see that this is the exact flight path that they took. If I go over and show you our flight path on... if I show you the flight path for this aircraft on Flight Radar 2.4, you can see exactly that. They're not going all the way up here and then down. They're doing the exact same path that we're doing, which is basically straight down, right? So just keep an eye on that. I always tell people if you're flying, because you'll probably end up getting multiple different departures and routings for a certain one. So yeah. Is chat dead again? I think chat's dead because I haven't seen anybody put anything in chat. Oh wow, okay, it just updated like crazy. There we go. Okay. Have you heard anything about an E220 release at all? No. I have not. I have not. Captain Britannia celebrating 28 months. Incredible, man. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate that. That's extremely kind. Chat, did the camera just do like a weird... Did the camera just like flicker or something like that? I'm trying to keep an eye on that. I don't know what's happening with the camera. It's been doing... let me know if like the picture flickered or anything like that, or if you see anything weird happening with it. It shouldn't be doing it anymore, but... Captain Britannia, thanks so much, man, for 28 months. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, sometimes I wish, you know what I mean, ETS After Dark. Okay. We'll definitely get some ETS After Darks. Yeah. It did flicker for a second. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. I may have to switch to USB, but yeah. Honestly, all I want is an A350. Such a joy doing short hops in Japan. Yeah, could be. Can you write the name of the app you said, please? Which one, Leo? Which one are we talking about? I think we're at cruise altitude. Yeah, 35,000 feet. Still says optimum is 365, so we're not going to do much more higher than that. A 350 would be absolutely awesome. I do agree with you. I think it would be good. In Tel Aviv now, it's night. Yes, so we're doing this flight like they did in the real world, which was at 3 p.m. So we should be landing at about a sunset is when we should be landing. Ideally. Daisy's doing well. Thanks for asking, man. Daisy's doing well, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. British Airways ops in the Phoenix with IAEs. Be nice, man. I can't wait for the IAEs. Just even to give us a different option, right? I'm excited for it. Definitely excited. Since my PC is renewed, I don't think I have a GPU, so would Microsoft still be an option? No, you'd probably need a GPU. I don't think you'd be able to run it with integrated graphics. I don't think you'd be able to run many simulators with integrated graphics, unfortunately. Maybe like Flight Gear or like one of the freeware ones, but yeah. I need the 777 now. I mean, it's in development. Hopefully it's not going to be too long, but it's in development. It is in development. I was having the same issue with my radio stack using this aircraft. I was just leaving the room for a moment when I heard you recommend. Page up. Fired up Microsoft and it works. Thanks. Yes, page up button on your keyboard for whoever was just asking as well. So above your arrow keys, you have page down, page up. Hit page up. Yeah. Cap, what's the name of the intro tune on this stream? Didn't you ask me that yesterday as well? It's called, it is called Get Dangerous by Neon One. Get Dangerous. Get Dangerous. We actually have some tunes here for you today. Where are our tunes? Tunes are here. We'll go with the lo-fi hip-hop. Good thing that wasn't crazy loud or anything. Cool. Some beautiful Italian views down there. What happened to the old songs? I still have them. Just like to switch the intro song every now and then. I actually really dig the intro song that we're using now. Probably one of my favorites. I had in a while. Pinky, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my amigo. Hey, Gap, thanks for another stream. Sunday relax time. Sebastian, good to be here, man. Thanks for coming to hang out. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Outro song is called Universal. It is, yes. Love the old outro. Actually, it really fits you. The outro we still kept. The outro is still the exact same. Universal by Vibe Tracks. Just saw the other day DD5 mini PC at an affordable price. You know what I mean? I haven't seen that one. No. Huh. Is the 380 in game? No, not yet. We have one in development, but we have no really news. It's been a while, man, since we've even had like any updates from Fly-by-Wire on that. I guess if you check their Discord, it may have more information in there, but yeah. Subcap, after flying the PMG 737 for so long, I finally tried the Headwind 330 yesterday, and I'm obsessed. Going to do Baltimore to Seattle now. Followed along on your flows. Thanks. There you go, Arthropod. Awesome, dude. Congratulations. Glad you're enjoying it, man. You're getting 20 FPS on the 330-900. I don't know what the problem is. I'm running an RTX 3060 with an i5-11-400. Yeah, you shouldn't be getting those types of frames. I get really good performance in this aircraft, actually. Yeah. Even the Discord has been dead regarding the 380. Interesting. I've been watching for a while. Do you still use X-Plane or just Microsoft? I've just been using Microsoft for probably the past year. Cat Britannia. Yeah. Everyone wakes up at noon on Sundays, right? Absolutely, sir. Noon and somewhere over the ocean, right? Did you do a long haul last night? I can't remember if you said you were going to do one. I know you were flirting with the idea. This cartridge is so good, chat. Cali OG. Delicious. Very good. The last 380 update was the 3rd of July. What did they... In their Discord, you're saying, R6? Negative just did a flight that I can't even remember, then went to bed. Nice. So you had a great Saturday evening is what you're saying. It was a YouTube vid for Expo. Interesting. Okay. Think about it, the 380 was introduced in 2007 and to date 16 years have passed and there still has no decent version of any flight simulator. It's crazy. I agree. I think it's just because it's such like a... Think about having to like make that, Diego. Man. The amount of work that must go into that is just absolutely bananas, dude. Absolutely bananas. Excuse me. Apparently Elon, wouldn't deny it. Fuber, right? Wouldn't deny it. Is this a new plane? It's been out for a while, the Headwind A330neo. It's been out for a while. It's just received a lot of updates recently, 12 cut. Like they have a full custom A330 cockpit now and stuff, so... Yeah. But other than that, no, it's been out for a little bit. Just has received some updates and some love. I figured it was also time to fly something a little bit different other than a 737 and an A320. Football looks amazing for what I've seen, though. It does look good. It definitely does look good, man. Yeah. Got my descent didn't start automatically yesterday. Is it normal, important part of prep? Do you think I missed? For you to get like top of descent and stuff like that, just make sure that you've got your init ref page set. So you've got your cost index, your flight level, all of that bugged in, and then your init B page where you've set your 0 fuel weight and your 0 fuel weight CG. The airplane needs these numbers in order to calculate like a top of descent, top of climb and stuff like that, right? So yeah. Speaking of which, chat, I should have a top of descent on this, right? I should have a T/D. Yeah, okay, I do. T/D. So there is one there. Which is beautiful. We're cruising up here at Mach 0.82. I don't think we need to go any faster than that. I think we're good. We've got a ground speed of 485 right now with a 12-knot quartering tailwind. We'll see if that picks up at any point today, but yeah. Beautiful coast of Italy off here, left wing. And nothing but ocean out there and sun. How old are you, please? Is it extremely important that you know how old I am? How about you guess how old I am? We'll play a guessing game today. Cockpit model from the Headwind, the fly-by-wire look a little off compared to the Phoenix. I would agree with you. Yeah, I would agree 100%. Tango, my man, coming in with support. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for your contribution to the channel, man. I sincerely do appreciate that. 2,500 Costa Rican huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very, very much, dude. I really do appreciate you, man. Logan, you could put exclamation point bio in chat, man, and also no capitals, dude. You don't have to yell at us. See how we're just having nice, calm conversations on this Sunday afternoon? You can do the same. I'm 21. I fucking wish. Is it crazy to say that when I was 21, I wished I was older, and now that I'm older, I wish I was 21 again? Is it weird?
CPT.
It's usually how it works.
All is good with you. About 57 hours left to go to Germany. My flight number will be LH519 from SJO to FRA.
There you go. Very cool, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, Mopar, I changed the camera settings. I felt it was way too bright earlier. I do need to bump the brightness up just a little bit. But no, I spent like a good hour and a half yesterday finally figuring out what was going on with the camera, why I was getting weird delays with the camera and my voice not matching up with the camera and stuff like that. So, yeah. We've got everything figured out now, though. But yes, it is a little bit dark, so I will be fixing it after stream. All the lights are on. Everything's still on. But yeah, it's just Just some tweaking and stuff that I did. Spent a lot of time yesterday figuring all that out. Cap, the 330 cockpit hasn't been released yet. Is it still modified A321X? I think this is their own. I don't know. I don't really follow this project. I think this is their own cockpit now, the Headwind. I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure this is like their own proprietary cockpit now. It's not the A321X, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't really follow the project all that much. First Tampa Bay Buccaneers regular season game today. Go Bucks. There you go. Did you used to like standard work schedules 9 to 5? Yeah, I used to work 8 to 4. 8 to 4 used to be my when I was welding. 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Getting a tan from all the seat time above the clouds. Exactly. I actually think it looks good. Like I actually think it, like, hold on, let me cover my eyes here. Let me like do this here. I mean, it's darker, but I think it looks good. Like, it's not like I'm like, you can't see me. It's so dark you can't see me. I actually prefer the look of this camera. It's not so bright, dude. Go back and watch like yesterday's stream and like put us at cruise altitude and look at how bright I am in the bottom left corner. It's so bright that like my shirt is like reflecting. Way too bright. Way too bright. I actually find this much better. I added a little bit of contrast. Maybe I could take a little bit of contrast off, but yeah, it has way more contrast and it's not so blinding. I'm not in the bottom left corner, you know, like a sun shining out of the bottom. I'm telling you, dude, just go look at yesterday's stream when we're at cruise altitude. What runway landing on? We're planning runway 30, but we'll see how it goes. I'm starting a Flight Sim YouTube channel. Do you have any recommendations / tips? Just do it, man. Do do what you love. Be there for the right reasons, man. Be there because you want to share your passion and your love for flight sim and aviation. Don't be there because you want to make some money and get free scenery and stuff like that, you know? The brightness of an angel. I don't know about that. Everyone will get used to it? Of course, yeah. Absolutely. LAX, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. I'm just glad I was finally able to figure out the microphone delays. And figure out exactly what was going on and what was causing it. It was weird things. So. Any ideas for tomorrow's flights? I don't know, man. I kind of want to fly down to Kuwait from Tel Aviv, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. Kuwait Airlines operates some A330-900s as well, so we'll see. I don't know why the camera keeps doing that, like, flickering, like that weird second of flickering, though. I don't know why it's doing that. I can't figure out why it's doing that. I wonder if it's something through OBS that's causing it to do that, but yeah. Graydon, what's up, man? Holy, it does. You haven't been here in a minute, man. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Last mention of this, sorry, my init and init B pages are set. I don't have a top of descent on my flight page. Searching for a solution now. So Arthropod, are you using the beta version or the alpha release of this aircraft? Or are you using the default or the regular release? I forget what it is. When you install it, is it on the left side or the right side that's installed? If you have the stable version, I think it's called, on the left side, you probably won't have top of climb or top of descent. So yeah. Have you heard anything about the A220? Not since the last video that they posted, what was it, 3 or 4 months ago? I think, right? It's been quite a while since they've posted any videos, but I remember the video that they posted, they were, you know, yeah, so the stable version would be Y. The stable version does not have top of climb, top of descent, all that type of stuff. You have to use the, whatever they call it. I forget the names that they use for it, but yeah. I've been good, Graydon. I've been good, man. Living life. Can't complain, dude. How about you? Everything good? I did a flight last night from Athens to Rome. That's a good one. We've done that one as well. Yeah, it's a great one. One of the devs told me they're going to have an update video by the end of the year. Is that for Synaptic or from Fly-by-Wire? Rob, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. The 220? Nice. Very good. Very, very good news. Excuse me. We should probably do Boston Bay to Tampa again. That was a good one. Guys, we're going Boston Bay. Good, thanks for asking. Just popped in up on my recommended. Hey, there you go, man. Well, thanks so much. Give the recommended a nice high five for me. And remember, guys, if you are enjoying the content, do me a huge solid. Don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. We're going for 300 likes today. Hopefully we can reach that goal. I think there was quite a few of us watching that departure earlier. I saw over 400 out of the corner of my eye. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying the content, and hopefully I don't let you down. We won't absolutely smash it into the ground in Tel Aviv, and hopefully we don't float the entire runway. Which reminded me, the U.S. Airways flight cord to JFK was so delayed, and me and a bunch of other people were going on a dono spree. Yeah, you're crazy, man. Arthropod, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome back as a first-class member. Thanks so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Favor of the vape. Well, the vape is THC. I live in Canada, so THC and marijuana are legal here in Canada. This one is called Cali OG. Cali OG, and it's exquisitely delicious. A little bit of citrus with like woody and earthy notes. It's very nice. Isn't Bluebird doing some mystery plane? Nope, they're doing the 757. They actually reached out to me last week. Last week, I started a conversation with the CEO and owner of Bluebird, Shervin. And what a great guy, extremely kind. I have very, very high hopes for the Bluebird. You know me, we already spoke about it. I'm not going to get overexcited because I still think that that airplane is 6 to 10 months away, but I am very excited for the Bluebird. Very excited. Yeah. Dimitri, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Hope all's well, man. Same with any builds. They have a modern long hauler in the works. There you go, man. Streams are the best. I pressed the like button 5 seconds in. Thanks so much, Sebastian. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cap loves flying pencil. I just love doing cargo, man. I mean, that's what I think I'm most excited for the A300 as well. The AnyBuilds A300. Dude, the amount of cargo ops we're going to run when that bad boy drops. Oof, dude. Doing some FedEx, some Oakland. FedEx out of Oakland. Oh, baby. It's going to be incredible, man. So excited. I'll be back in a little. Got to go help the family around the house. Sounds good, great. Have a great day, man. On Twitter, Bluebird said, spent another day with the 767s and a future mystery plane, taking pictures and videos. While we were there, we managed to capture some sounds of the 75 during start. Very cool. But I don't know. Yeah, that sounds interesting. All I know about is the 75. That's really all I've spoken about. Shervin, the CEO and owner, that's really all we've spoken about is the 75. So he just wanted to let me know, he wanted to know if I was interested in the beta process and if I wanted to help showcase the aircraft when it was ready for the flight sim community to be shown off. And I said, of course, I'd love to work with you guys and do anything that I can do to help out. Absolutely. Yeah. Logan, take your cap locks off, man. You don't have to stop. Stop spamming with all capitals. Philip, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. I'm glad that Bluebird wants to do the right things and give us a good product that'll be worth the wait. I think so as well, Captain Howdy. That is the exact mentality that I have going into it. Yeah. Tony, take care, man. Have a great day, dude. Have a great day. Is the Headwind 330-900 better than the Project Mega 330-300? I think so, Tyrone, but I have never flown the Project Mega 330. I've never flown it, so I don't know. Absolutely love the 330neo wingspan. Ah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful airplane, man. Beautiful, beautiful airplane. Yeah. ACAP, loving the new camera. Thanks so much, Little. Glad you're enjoying it, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bluebird 76 is also in the works, but that will be at least a year before we actually see something. Oof. I mean, for the 7.6, that's fine. I hope we're waiting around 6 months or less for the 7.5, but yeah. Captain Andre, just make sure you don't, your speed doesn't get too crazy, man. I'm doing Mach 0.82, so if you can do 8.1 or 8.2, that would be perfect. And I don't know, did you take the same routing as me, or did you take the routing as the other guys? They like went up that way, and then they're coming back down. Cap, are you using AccuSeasons? What are my AccuSeason settings? I have it set to fall, obviously. And then I use short trees. What are the options? Can you give me the options, Mox, and I'll tell you exactly what they are? I can't remember them, but I'll remember what I have them set to. Yeah. Really like the MNG airline cargo livery for the A300. I don't know if I've seen that R6. I'll have to take a look. Long haul next weekend, maybe. What do we have next week? What do we have next week? Anything next week? I don't know. Maybe? We'll see. I don't know. Is there an expected release month for the Bluebird? Not yet, Philip. They haven't announced really anything. All they've said is we're going to get a lot more information in the new year. So I think they're spending the next like 4 months really hard at work, and then they're going to give us some information in the new year. That's pretty much what we've established so far. Yeah. Carry for the 763, I recreate my flights from MSP to Honolulu. The only problem is we don't have a good MSP. We need Anybuild's MSP. So one's being made, Aviator. Great group of developers. Flight Beam Studios. So they've done a bunch of sceneries already. Most notably Denver. And they're working on San Francisco. They're working on MSP. There's a bunch. Yeah. Right now doing swoop ops from Vancouver to Calgary. And then some Sunwing from Montreal to Jamaica. Ooh, that'll be fun. Nice. Color tone. I think it's neutral or warm, Moxie. Tree height low. I have the low one. And the canopy type I have as what are the options for canopy type? I can tell you that, but Mr. Mopar Dude coming in with 10 gifted members. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much for the continued support. That's incredibly kind. Does this canal go all the way through? It kind of does. Huge no floaties to you, Mr. Mopar. Thank you very, very much for the continued support of the channel, my friend. That is incredibly kind. Guys, could we please get some love and chat for Mr. Mopar Dude? 10 gifted members. And if you were lucky enough to get a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you. That is incredibly kind, man. Really do appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks so much, Captain. I've used your advice yesterday. I put my GPU fans to 90, 95 speed, and I got from 70 to 58, 60 on average. I didn't do 100 because the fan sounds. There you go, man. Awesome news. Great news. Mach 8.1 and same route from you. Okay, cool. Yeah, Mach 8.1's perfect. If I'm 8.2, we shouldn't have any conflict. I shouldn't have any issues. Hey Cap, completed my first VATSIM flight earlier. Extremely happy. Did it well. Only 1 to 2 mistakes. Awesome, Zach. Very cool, man. I make 1 to 2 mistakes usually normally. So great job. Absolutely awesome, man. The name of the app you use is P. Can you write it? What app are we talking about though, Leo? I'm very confused by what app. What app am I using? Like this app? I don't know what app we're talking about. I'm sorry. Reggie coming in for 11 months. Appreciate you, Reggie. Huge no floaties too, dude. Thank you very, very much for support. I really do appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. The app for my SciTech. There's no app. Page up on your keyboard. Page up on keyboard. Page up. It's above your arrow keys. Like page up on your keyboard. Keyboard. Is there an image of a keyboard? Images. This button right here. Look. Here's a keyboard. Here's a keyboard. This button right here. Page up. Above your arrow keys, page up. Right here. Hit that button right there. Page up. After you have the batteries turned on though. After you have batteries turned on and if your SciTech doesn't come on, just hit this button. Page up. It's the default key for like all electronic systems on or something like that. Page up. I love how I just pulled the picture of a keyboard up. Reggie, thanks, man. I appreciate you, dude. 11 months as a business class member. Good to see you, man. Thanks so much. Yeah. How many miles have you got until Rutom? I got 86 miles. Rutom? I don't know if I have Rutom in here. Oh, I do. 97. So we have like 11 mile separation, Sasha. So we're pretty good. Thought I just saw someone up there. Oh, maybe not. Do you like Mac computers? Not really. No. Have you heard of the sleepy bike? It was so tired. It was too tired. Logan, my man. I don't know what you're on today, dude, but that's not even like... Have you heard of the sleepy bike? It was too tired. Because of the tire? That's a major dad joke if I've heard one. You'll be in front of me for landing? Okay. Adam, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Been a while, man. Hey, Cap, wing reflection on the wing looks really cool. It does. It's beautiful. From like this angle, too. No, it's beautiful. We're saying goodbye to the coast of Italy, chat. Everybody wave. Wave out the window. There it is. Look at that. We're leaving the coast. Next will be, next land that we see will actually be Greece. We'll be flying over Greece. I've heard that one, simulation. That's a good one. That's a good one. I've heard that one before. What's up, mofo? Welcome back, man. Played the national anthem of Italy non-copyright. Is that even a thing? You can actually hear the vape working? I know, right? You see, you hear all that airflow, Mopar? Beautiful. I go into flight level 390. Our optimum is still saying 365. We could climb up to 37. Could do flight level 370 for now. We can bump that up. Probably by the time we get there, it'll be, we'll probably want to go up to, so we go to climb mode. We'll go to 370, first step climb. There we go. First step climb up, chat. Pineapple, what's up, man? Welcome back. Heard it the other day, must say it had me in stitches. It's a good one. It is a good one. The overhead panel stick still looks unfinished to me. Well, the overhead still is of the A320, right? Because I'm pretty sure the A330 has different fuel pump here. It may not be. I don't know about the Neo, though. But I think you would be correct in assuming that this is probably an A320 overhead, I would think, right? It looks like an A320. I thought the A330 had like different fuel pump and like yellow switches and stuff. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, the textures aren't that bad. I can't really complain about the textures. I just pretty sure this is pulled off it's slightly modified. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right, because it has this whole thing here, right? This is a little bit different. Here's a little bit wider. I don't know. All right, there's 370 on cruise. Bump it up a little bit. It would be really nice of any company. We're working on a proper A320neo. I mean, we have the fly-by-wire A320neo. I also think, Philip, the next step for Phoenix is to make an A320neo, A321neo with all the engine variants. I think that's going to be the next step for Phoenix, or they go completely off and they make like a 350 or a 340 or something. But I would love Phoenix after they release their IE engines and then the 319 and the 321 to circle back and do the 320neo, 321neo, you know, blah, blah, blah. The other A320 landing light switches is missing, so it isn't the exact same. Okay, got you. 7.5 or 7.6? I prefer the 7.5. It's just such a beautiful airplane, man. So overpowered. Yeah, I like them both. They're both great planes. Both workhorses, man. I can't wait to get a 767, do some Air Canada cargo. Oof. Chat, did you guys, by the way, chat, did you guys see the new Air Canada Jets livery? Oh my God, I gotta show you guys this. Let me see if somebody's posted a video. Ooh, baby. Tell me this isn't one of the best looking liveries that you've seen. This is the this is on their Jets plane. This is the plane that's going to be flying all the hockey players and stuff around. Obviously not economical to probably paint the entire airplane, but I think this was one of the older 320s that they retrofitted in the Jets, so it has like the business class throughout the whole thing. That's gonna be flying the hockey players around. Look at that though, dude. Tell me that that isn't absolutely gorgeous. Maybe one of the best liveries I've ever seen. That's that is a beautiful looking airplane. Beautiful looking. It is the all business class. Yeah, I hope someone makes a livery for it on the Phoenix, and we can do some, like I mentioned last week when we were flying in Canada. This year, throughout the winter holidays, I want to do at least one flight where we operate for like every Canadian, like Jets, Air Canada Jets. We're going to fly some hockey teams around, NHL players and stuff. So I want to do that this winter. It's an idea that I've had for quite a while. So yeah. In front of you now in the line, 2 planes went the other way. Okay, got you. What about the new Brussels Airlines livery? It's nice, but come on, that is just beautiful, man. Maybe next cross the pond on this. We could definitely keep it as an option for sure, Slav. Especially if it's like going to one of like the Delta routes or something like that. Yeah. Reminds you of the Air New Zealand? It does. Yeah, Simon, you're correct. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Probably my other, yeah. Cap, you brought 5 A330s to LLBG. If there is ETC, it's going to be very confused. Nah, he'll be good, man. I think you can find all the team's flights online. Yeah, you can. Yeah. I've had a bad computer, so I'm playing FSX, the A320, A321 extended from Aerosoft. Hey, man. Whatever you got to do to get it done, dude. Yeah. Hey, Cap, are you in beta sim update 13? No. I usually stay out of the betas, Faten. The only time I've ever gone into a beta is when they did the avionics update, which allowed me to fly the 787 and the 747, which had been updated. And then last year, there was an update that I went into as well with the beta because it removed all the snow off the runways. So yeah. Are you going to fly first class to Vancouver for World Flight? Probably not, Diego. Probably going to stay in economy for my Ottawa to Vancouver flight, but I am going to put in a bid upgrade from Vancouver to San Francisco because I have a 4.5-hour layover. And if I get the business class bid upgrade, I get to go into the Air Canada lounge with my business class ticket. So I am going to try and sit first class for Vancouver to San Francisco. It's only 2.5 hours. I think they want $300 for the upgrade, 300 or 350. Probably not worth it, but like I said, if I can sit first class and get lounge access for 4+ hours, that in itself is probably worth it. You can sit in the lounge, be super comfortable, sit in a nice chair, get a bunch of free food, drinks, whatever, right? But I also have friends in Vancouver, so it all depends. If I'm going to end up meeting my buddy in Vancouver and we're going to leave the airport and go for lunch somewhere, then I probably won't. But if he's going to be too busy, he's got kids and a family and stuff. So if he's not able to make it, then I'll probably just bid for the upgrade. And yeah. Excuse my ignorance, but what is World Flight? No ignorance at all, man. You can put !WF in chat, Litos, and then follow the link. !WF. I have a bid on the 350 LAX to Atlanta on the way back from World Flight. Nice. Cool, dude. I'm flying United, Mark, on the way back. United from Ontario to Denver, United from Denver to Toronto, and then Air Canada from Toronto to Ottawa. So I can't even bid for an upgrade. I don't know how it works with United. Not being like you have to be like a United member, I think it is. I think they have their own like thing. We're flying Delta 1 to Honolulu. Very cool. Saw a guy with a 380 on VATSIM yesterday and crossed the land. Had to be flying one of those wacky ones. Maybe. Could have been. Yeah. Could have been a beta tester as well, though, right? I mean, I know that there's a lot of beta testers out there that are flying the fly-by-wire 380 and stuff, so. That's a lot of legs. It is. You should see my flight there, dude. It's Ottawa, Vancouver, Vancouver, San Francisco, San Francisco to Ontario. I'm just happy that I get to fly into San Francisco. I've probably flown into that airport over 100 times on my flight sim. So being able to do the approach onto the 2.8s is going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. And then on the way back, it's Ontario, Denver, Denver, Toronto, Toronto, Ottawa, which is a lot more of a direct routing. The whole Ottawa to Vancouver is kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. Looking back, when I had got all the flights changed, I should have gone Ottawa, Edmonton, or Calgary, Calgary, Denver, Denver, Ontario. That's probably what I should have done, but yeah. United, you just pay the price. The price fluctuates, no bidding. Yeah, there's no bid. I found there's no bidding for any of them. Yeah. Will you take a video of the SFO landing? Yeah, I'll do my best to try and get all the videos and departures. Yeah. Which legs are you flying in the MAX? So Ottawa to Ottawa to Vancouver is in a max 8, 5.5 hours on a max 8. Vancouver to San Francisco is also on a max 8, 2.5 hours. And then it's on a CRJ 700 on United Express from San Francisco to Ontario. And then on the way back home, 737-900 from Ontario to Denver. An A319 from Denver to Toronto. And then an A220 from Toronto to Ottawa. So lots of different airplanes. Lots of cool airplanes. You have a link to the new AC Phoenix livery? Oh, somebody's already put one out? Cool, Rock. I got it, man. I'll find it. But that's cool that somebody put one out, so we'll definitely do some flights for sure. Do you think it'll be worth it to upgrade to 2024? I think so, yes. But I don't know enough information yet, but just judging by speaking with, you know, my contacts in the industry, I think so. I see some grease out there. World flight trip is RIC to Atlanta. Where's RIC? Richmond? Atlanta 752 Atlanta to LAX and an A321. Oh wait, you're going into LAX, Mark? Oof. Are you renting a car from LAX and driving? I thought about doing that, Mark, but I got too scared having to like leave like 5 hours before my flight because of traffic and shit. I probably, you know what's crazy, Mark? I probably could have gone Ottawa, Toronto, LAX, like no problem. Instead, I'm flying halfway across the country just to get there now, but I'm an av geek, it's fine. Imagine the Narita Honolulu route in a 380 with a blue ANA livery. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Wow. I'm going to check the 330, hope it's going to work this time. There you go. Yo, big time cheaper, Mark, for sure. For sure. And then you just rent a car in LAX and then you just drive, and then what time are your flights though? What time do you get into LAX? And what are your dates, Mark? Are you there from the 3rd to the 10th or the 4th to the 11th? I'm there from the 4th to the 11th. I get in at like 7 o'clock at night on the 4th and I leave super early on the 11th. 5 a.m. or something. I want to bring you to Phil's. We're going to be in LA. It's going to be quite a drive, man. How long of a drive would that be up to San Diego? It'd be quite a bit, wouldn't it? On the 311, you land at 4 p.m. Okay. And then what time do you leave the next morning? Oh, you're there till the 11th. Okay. 1 hour drive. Yeah, well, that's what they say. Probably more like 2 or 3, depending on the traffic, right? At 4 p.m., you're going to get your rental car. Oh, dude, it's probably going to take you 2.5 hours, Mark, to drive from LA to Ontario at rush hour. And then you leave at 8 a.m. on the 11th. At least you leave on a Saturday, so getting there probably won't be too big of an issue, but... Pilots for Pause, thank you so much for the 5 months. Appreciate you, my friend. Huge no floaties. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying the content, and thank you very much for your 5 months as a business class member. Appreciate you, my friend. LA to Ontario, easily 2 hours for sure. Yeesh. Is he renting a convertible? I have no clue. Mark, what kind of car are you renting? Do you know what I'm renting, Diego? Did I already tell you? Do you know what I'm renting? Air Canada on top for Montreal. What do you mean? Air Canada on top for Montreal. On top of me? Healer Cap, it's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Arc Flight, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, man. What am I renting? A Tesla. Are you direct RDS? You're thinking of Tesla? That's what I'm getting too, Mark. They're so cheap in California, dude. It's the only place you can rent a Tesla for the same price as any other rental car. It was literally the same price for me to rent a Tesla or like a Malibu. Obviously, I'm going to do the Tesla. Come on. I am direct Lasco. I'm on a different flight plan than you guys. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what we rented. Dan and I rented. I think we just got a Model 3. I don't think we did anything fancy. We just did a Model 3, regular Model 3 long range. That's exactly what we did. I had to think about it. Model range, the Model 3 long range is the one that we got. Because we are going to be making some trips into LA to do some plane spotting. 100%. I'm going to the In-N-Out chat under the 2-4 right arrival path. I'm going to In-N-Out and I'm going to sit there because for my entire life, my entire flight sim, I've been thinking about going to that In-N-Out and sitting there eating a hamburger and watching all the planes land. So I am 100% doing that. Cap, you need to change LLER alternate. You can't land there with a 330. But we're not going to need an alternate, so don't worry, man. It's okay. We need to search for an alternate. We'll make it. Model 3 is what I'm getting for my first car tomorrow. Damn, very cool. Lucky, man. Lucky, lucky. For your first car? Jesus, dude. You know what my first car was? A 1996 Mazda Protege. Called it the Green Machine. You want to see what a 1996 Mazda Protege looks like? Look at this. Mazda Protege. Oh, baby. Dude, this is it right here. This was it, chat. This was my first car ever. The Green Machine. Actually, I think it was more this color. No, it was definitely that color. The Green Machine, dude. Wow. The amount of things that happened in that car, chat. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, man. Where is that thing now? I worked at the pizza shop and I absolutely drove that car into the ground. Somebody who just got out of jail for like 17 years came and bought the car for $750. It started, had a great engine, great motor, everything else was fucked. Struts, sway bars, control arm, up or lower, everything was just, dude, the car, I beat the shit out of that car. And the guy was just like, oh man, I've been in jail for 17 years, I'll fix it. Me and my dad are gonna fix it up, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, no problem, man. No problem. I don't know, dude. What do I own now? I just bought a 2019 Corolla. 2019 Corolla. Very fancy, chat. There you go. That's what my car essentially looks like. I'm not going to give you the exact color because that would be weird, but that's what I bought. It looks like that, but in a different color, and I have black tinted windows. I got the illegal tint. Shh, don't tell on me, chat. We got the illegal presidential tint all the way around, all 4 windows and the back. We're good. My first car is a 2013 BMW X5. 15 years old, hands me down from my parents because they're getting a new car. You're lucky, man. There's jail in Canada? It must be a 5-star hotel. Maybe. I don't know. Never been there, thankfully. Hopefully never will be there either. G'day, mate. Just tuning in. Hope I didn't miss too much from the stream. Cheers, everyone. DHX. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope all's well, dude. DNHX. Sorry, C. Get an e-golf for my first car sometime this month. Nice. Very cool. I have a 96 Dodge Ram 1500 that my family's had since it was brand new off the lot. Damn. Workhorse. Workhorse. Was your first car some kind of truck? No. So I learned how to drive on this, the Eagle Summit. I showed this. This is what my dad had. And I guess technically, look at this piece of shit, dude. This is what I learned how to drive on. And I guess technically, it was this color right here. I will never forget that, dude. This is what I learned how to drive on. And I mean, technically, this wasn't the first car that I ever owned under my name and my own insurance was the Mazda. This was the first car that my dad owned this car. So I would, I could take the car once I got my we have G license here. You have your G1, so you have to drive with somebody who has a full license and is 25 years old or older. And then once you have your G2, you could go to, you could drive by yourself. But there were restrictions. But that was the car I learned how to drive on. This one, and then my mom had a... What did my mom have? My mom had a Standard, and that's how I learned how to drive stick. Was my mom had a Accent, I think a Hyundai Accent or something. 2001 Standard. But this is the car I learned how to drive on. This was like every Saturday and Sunday going out, Sunday evenings with my dad, driving around the town, just making sure I knew how to drive, and fuck. Has to be the ugliest thing I've ever seen, dude. Did you go to prom with that car? I actually didn't go to my prom, man. I was too cool for prom. I did not go to my prom. No. I went to the after party, but I did not go to prom. No. Ripping around with your friends? Oh, dude. Well, not so much in that thing, but the Mazda Protege, the 96 Protege, oh, dude. The amount of things that we used to do in that car, bro. We would pile 5, 6, 7 big guys like me deep in that car, and man, we used to call them burn-in crews. I don't know if anybody else used to call them burn-in cruises back then, but we would roll up a bunch of electric lettuce, and we would just go driving all the back roads, and we would just, you know, put all the windows up, light a bunch of stretching materials, and driving around the back roads. You could barely see out in front of the window in front of you. This is what it's like growing up in Canada, like in like the, you know, the suburbs. Should look up the Pontiac Aztec. Oh, I know the Aztec, Moff Jam. I remember renting one. My dad and I drove. We've got family in the East Coast, and he rented one year, and I was like, what the hell? Has Orlando Stockholm Series? I know that it's got some updates, Andre. I haven't flown into it since. I know that it has received some updates, though. Yeah. Your dad gave you his Mercedes C400? Well, must be nice, chat. I wasn't rich, in case you haven't noticed by the cars that my parents were driving. I didn't grow up with a lot of money, so I don't... I never got Mercedes hand-me-downs and stuff. Must have been real nice, though. I've owned many Mazdas, drove a speed 250k miles, had an RX-8 and R3 for a year, but Mazdas handle good, and the suspension is what goes out quick. I don't think I would ever own another Mazda, Days. This is my first Toyota. I've obviously had a ton of friends that have had Toyotas. I dated a girl for like 2 years. She drove a RAV4, a newer RAV4. Yeah, I don't think I would own a Mazda again. I'm definitely staying with Honda and Toyota. I think it's just the reliability factor. I have a Toyota Tundra for 8 years, and it's amazing. I've heard great things about those, Joey. Yeah, beautiful trucks too, man. Yeah. You want to smoke some electric lettuce right now? Go get some. Or do you live in a country where you can't just go get some? I always forget that a lot of people just can't go to the store. Like, I literally have a store down the road. I could walk to it. Like, I just go buy a bunch of weed. Your first car was a 2001 Acura CL. Nice. Nice. Basically a Civic, but with Acura badging, right? Nicer interiors and stuff. Cap, if you search up BRZ Rocket Bunny V2 wide body, that's what I'm building right now. I've heard of those. That's an absolute beast. Toyotas are very reliable. They are. Yeah. You live in New York, so you can walk down to the dispensary, can't you? Or you can't for work, or you're not old enough. One of the two. Love my BMW M2 competition, though. That's a beautiful car. That's a beautiful car. What do the weed stores ask when you go there? Do you just tell them the strain that you want or something like that? Yeah, you go in. There's always a security guard checking everybody's ID. They even ID me. Even though I look like I'm 40 years old, I walk in and I always get ID'd. Except this one place that I go. They don't bother anymore because I frequent there pretty often. But you just walk in and they usually have the whole menu. They'll have like the menu up somewhere, or they'll have like little iPads with the menu. But like, I just go to the websites, man. I just go to the websites beforehand and I just place an order. That's it. You go to the website, it shows you live stock of what they have in stock right now. You just pick whatever you want and then you check out. I usually buy by brands now. There's a ton of different strains out there and different stuff going on, but there's only certain brands that do it pretty, you know, reliably. Next car is going to be a C-Class. So I almost got, instead of my Toyota, I wanted a C-Class. One of my buddies was selling a Mercedes, and I convinced myself otherwise. Planning to buy a BMW E30. There you go. In 1986, you're going to restore that bad boy? German cars are really nice. They are, yeah. But are they still... The only thing with BMWs, and I don't know if it's something to do with like the weather in here and stuff like that, but I know North American BMWs have severe electrical problems. To the point where like my buddy was driving one, and every time he got out of his car, he had to open up the trunk and disconnect the battery because the batteries are in the trunks on all the BMWs. Yeah, I remember that, and I always just remember laughing at him and being like, buddy, like, buying this. But I know that they have severe electrical issues. I don't know if that's just a thing here because of the salt and the stuff that we put on the roads. I don't know. Finally took the plunge, quit the job, got accepted into flight school that feeds Envoy, Spirit, and Frontier. Hey, Joey, congratulations, man. Guys, get some love and chat for Joey. Driving a Tundra and now in flight school. Joey's living the life over there, man. Absolutely awesome, Joey. Wanting to work my way to a 2024 Honda Civic Type R. I love the new redesign. They're beautiful. I just find with, I don't know about the newer ones, but all of mine, they're just noisemakers, man. That's what I find, those Hondas. They don't really go very fast anywhere. They're hell of a fun to drive, especially like through corners and on off ramps and on ramps and stuff like that. But other than that, they pretty much get dusted by everything in a straight line, right? But they are fun to drive. Yeah. Wife is going to be the breadwinner for the next 18 months. Hey, man, I'm sure she knows that it's going to be worth it, right, Joey? All the best, man. All the best to you, dude. I hope everything works out. Keep us in the loop, man. Let us know how things are going. Let us know when you finally get there, how many hours you're at, right? How many Volkswagens have you seen with their lights now working? A ton, yeah. You want another Subaru Impreza STI, but the price of fuel in the UK would be so expensive to run. Yeah, because don't you have to run on 91 too? Yeah. Is your Corolla MT? What's MT, Diego? Manual transmission? No. No, I got away from... As soon as I sold the Acura, man, I was away from manual. No more manual for me, man. I'm old now, Diego. I'm an old man, dude. I don't need to be speeding and downshifting and hitting 6,000, 7,000 RPM. We don't need to be doing that. The worst in the UK is the Fiesta with the shitty exhaust mods. The 17-year-olds that think they're really cool. But we got that here, man. Don't you worry. Here it's a lot of Civics, though, like older Civics and stuff, you know? Listen, I used to love driving manual transmission, but I feel like the older you get, the driving that I do, too, I do a lot of, like, driving on the highway, especially from, like, here to the farm that I'm traveling, like, multiple times a week. It's a lot of highway, so, yeah. I wonder why the axle snapped. Good question. At least it was just the one, Game Opire. Just one. And still so crazy about that. Like, I still think about that, Mopar, and like how slow I was going. And like when it happened, it's just like crazy. I could have done so much damage, dude, if I was on the highway and that broke the way that it did. Oh my lord. I get it, R6. I totally get it, man. Yep. Say C-Class manual, but next car is going to be an automatic with paddles. There you go. Where are we, chat? We're coming through Greece now. Beautiful. Look on this side. There you go. Well, from the back wing. Oof. Look at that wing. Real nice. Mercedes or BMW? Mercedes for me. Yeah, Mercedes. German cars are not reliable in any way I would know. I feel like they are, but I feel like they also are plagued with issues that maybe some North Americans cars and stuff aren't, or Japanese cars, or Asian cars in general. Lots of leg days with my Acura TSX since it's manual. I can drive 2-lane highway all the time. There you go. Sweet. Did you fly with Air Transat? I have flown with Air Transat. Yes, I've actually flown on Air Transat's A310 multiple times before it was retired. Now, the last time I flew in it, I believe, was 2016, 2015, 2016. And I didn't comprehend the significance of flying in an Airbus A310 passenger. Being 100% honest with you guys. Like, if it was today and I got to fly on a 310 passenger, I would be like, holy shit. You know what I mean? But, yeah, being able to fly on the Air Transat 310, very cool experience. I'll never forget that. I flew Dominican Punta Cana to Toronto in their 310. Yeah. You just flew an Air Transat 310 from Cord to YYZ this morning. See? There you go. Never had any big problems. There you go. Zeus, what's up, man? Especially important for me to see your content, and I enjoy joining your flights, by the way. I am from Israel. And one more thing, chat, show support and love, like, and sub. Zeus, thanks for your support, man. Appreciate you, dude. Glad I could come visit, man. It's been a while since we've been out to Tel Aviv. I know a lot of people have been requesting this flight, so feels good. Feels good to get it done, man. Knock another place off. It's been a while. I think it's been quite a while since we've been to Tel Aviv, so yeah. I don't know if we're going to stay. I'd like to stay in the Middle East tomorrow. Like I said, I'm looking at eyeing down. I'll have to look at the flight time, see what it is, but Tel Aviv to Kuwait, with that beautiful Kuwait scenery, the freeware Kuwait scenery. Kuwait Airlines or Kuwait Airways, I don't know what they call. They do own some A330neos, so yeah. The only one that does that one, Pineapple Man, is Emirates, unfortunately. Yeah. The Kuwait A330neo livery is so nice. It is. Yeah. It is. In real life, you can't do that, so keep that in mind. What do you mean? I can't do what? You can't fly Tel Aviv to Dubai? Or Tel Aviv to... Toyota had a long decision to allow BMW to supply the BMW engine on Supras. So you guys know a lot more about the cars than I do. The new Supras do look nice. You can't fly from Ben Gurion to Kuwait. Oh, is that one of those, like, you're not allowed to fly at these places? Okay, got you. Well, thank you for letting me know. I had a flight in Kuwait from Lebanon, flew over Syria, Iran, and Afghanistan. Some of the best ortho I've seen down there. Interesting. You know why, though, R6? I find desert ortho is fantastic. It always looks absolutely incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. Just landed in LPPT, got a -86. Thanks for watching your landings. Very cool, Mohammed. Awesome, man. Kuwait used the A330-800neo. 800, 900, you know. Same. Same. Probably my favorite flight path, R6, right there, man. The LA to Vegas is just incredible, dude. It's beautiful. I love doing Vegas to Burbank as well. It's a really good one. Yeah. Max, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Find your home airport. What a surprise. Nice. Glad I could do it, man. The best Supra was the one with the the 2JZ engine. Get up to 1,000 horsepower. It's absolutely absurd, dude. Putting your foot down and having 1,000 horses. That's insanity, dude. Like, I'm almost like nervous driving the Tesla just because how different it's going to be to have like instant torque and instant power to the wheels, but yeah. Unfortunately, you can't fly from LBG to Kuwait. That doesn't happen in real life. Yes, yeah. We'll have to figure some stuff out. I mean, my other option was that we would go out to Lisbon and we'd do some Portugal. I was kind of thinking doing Lisbon to like Copenhagen or something like that, but I don't know how long of a flight that is, but that was my other option. So I'll have to look after stream, kind of figure things out. We'll go from there. Eric, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Tesla is insane. I can say from personal experience, yeah, it's going to be crazy. Yeah. LLBG to Dubai and back, isn't that a long flight? In like 2 hours each way? It's pretty long. What is the ETA? Should say right up top, Harsh. 1 hour and 24 minutes, my friend. Should say right up top for you, dude. Hey, Captain Scott here. How's the Headwind doing so far for you? So far, no issues, man. So far, no issues. Up here at 35,000 feet. Cruising at our optimum flight level. I was hoping we could get up to 390. I don't know if we will, but yeah, everything's going well, man. Cruising at cruising. Got our top of descent in 505 miles. Looking good. Looking good, man. LLBG to Lisbon is longer, is it? Okay, probably because of the headwind. Lisbon to Copenhagen is 3 hours. I mean, that's not a bad one. It's kind of like today's flight then. Should do Jet 2 Manchester to Larnaca. We've done that one before, Alfie. If you go to the channel and you check that out, we've definitely done that one before. I think we did actually not that long ago. Maverick, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. What country is Tel Aviv in? Why am I drawing a complete blank right now? These are things that I should know. Israel. I was like, what runway we're expecting? The winds were favoring runway 30, but I don't know. Have winds changed? Marco, what's up, man? Bonjour. Comment ça va? Got a 26 knot tailwind from the northern route. Maybe that's why they send people up that way. Winds are 330 at 5 knots, so I would still expect runway 30. Yeah. You ever flown to Madeira? Yes, absolutely, of course. Sklit, what's up, man? Welcome back. I don't think I have checked your channel. Manchester to Larnaca isn't on there. Interesting. I feel like we have, but maybe it's just been so long we haven't done it. How do you do custom views in the 5-hour A320 and A330neo? Honestly, Marco, the easiest way, take that question and put that into YouTube or put that into Google. Or YouTube custom wing views Microsoft Flight Simulator, because it's all the same. It's not like done per specific airplane. Well, you do have to do it for specific airplane, but the way that you do it is the same for every single airplane. There's got to be 2,000 tutorials out there, and they're going to be able to explain it a lot better than I will. So just Google or YouTube custom wing views Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I promise we'll find some. There's no ATC coming in. Probably not Sunday evening, but who knows? We'll see. We're still 500 miles out from top of descent, so that's a good hour. So somebody could log on. Aerosoft has some really good scenery in LLBG. It's really accurate. I love it. It is good. Yeah, that's exactly the scenery that we're using. Murder, Death, Kill. Hello. Welcome back. Interesting name. Good to see you. What's up, Cap? How was the departure? Had funeral this morning. I missed the departure. Damn. That sucks, Kai. Sorry to hear that. Flight so far has been good. No issues. I think we're about halfway through. Just under halfway through, so good. About to head over to the sim with Rookie. Hey, nice, dude. Tell him I say big what up, and yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully everything is going smoothly over there, man. The Headwind has no camera boundary. You can't move cockpit 1 wherever. You can move the cockpit 1 wherever. There you go. Yeah. Hey, Canada, is the Headwind A330 VNAV at least decently optimized? I mean, it's the same as running the A321X, I believe. It's the same systems. So if you've flown the fly-by-wire A320, yeah. Ben, yeah, I actually spent quite a lot of time switching everything and getting everything. I actually prefer the look of it like this, Ben. I felt it was too bright. If you go back and watch like any of the other streams, I'm like, my shirt's almost like blindingly bright, man. And if you notice, there's absolutely no delay between me speaking and what you see now as well. I spent like a good hour and a half last night tweaking everything, testing everything, figuring out what was going on with the camera and why I was having issues with it. So, yeah. Right now, 2-1 is the arrival runway in LLBG. Is that what they're landing on Flight Radar 2-4? We can always plan for that, but I mean, you know. Does Golf control over LLBG? I'm not sure. I don't really check. I kind of just wait for a ping, you know? Just, boop, boop, boop. Ah, there you go, Mirth. Murder, death, kill. Got you. It was a great movie. Yep. Have you ever had a Krispy Kreme glazed donut? I have, Ben, yes. And they are absolutely fantastic. Come on, man. You know how hard I stretch. I'm a professional stretcher. Tell me if I have a Krispy Kreme glazed donut. I've had too many Krispy Kreme glazed donuts. Mr. Daniel Barry. Good day, my friend. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Are you just waking up too over there, Mr. Barry? We got Mopar and Dan, the noon risers, really taking advantage of that Sunday. Have you ever had a Krispy Kreme donut as the buns on a triple cheeseburger? That is too American. That, if that doesn't scream America, I don't know what does. No, I've never done that. I've never done that. I have, there's a restaurant here. I don't know actually if it's here anymore, but I have seen a breakfast sandwich. So like sausage and egg in between two Krispy Kreme donuts. I have seen that before. Honestly, that may even have been when I was in the States. I don't know if that was here, if I saw that like in Florida or something like that. Jesus, man. Had that at a fair? Dude, you're a brave man. I don't know if my body would be able to handle that. That's insane, dude. What states have you been to? New York State. Where else have I been? New York, Florida, California, Texas. Where else have I been? I guess up into Georgia. North Carolina with my dad. I think that's it. New York, North Carolina, Florida, Texas, California, Georgia. I feel like I missed another one, but yeah. Definitely sounds like a Florida activity, yeah. Nevada? Haven't been to Nevada yet, no. I will be soon, hopefully. Hopefully in FS Expo. Will be a mess approach? What do you mean, Sasha? With no ATC and this many people? Yeah, it's just when you log off. Just log off of that. So, like, listen, guys, if there's no controllers online or like whatever, like it's not like I'm getting like some like landing award for landing of the plane. Like if there's no ATC online and it's just a clusterfuck, just I don't know, man. Just seems crazy to want to stay online and have to do like, you know, go-arounds or worry about other people. God, that's just me. Flying into San Antonio in February for work, not sure what's good there. San Antonio, I don't know. Have to do some Googling. Do you ever fly on FSX? And if not, do you try to play it? I have flown many flights on FSX. I didn't really know what I was doing back then, but yes, I have used FSX. Yeah. Have you ever flown a heavy to the Hawaiian Islands? I feel like in X-Plane we've flown the 7.6 like cargo or something like that, but I'm not quite sure. We'd have to go back and look at the tapes. Do you like this plane? I mean, so far so good, dude. I'm not really having any issues with it. There's going to be a weird like glitch here if I pull it outside, but yeah, I mean, no real issues with it. It's a beautiful looking airplane, is it not? She looks good. I'm going to try and get us a better view so it doesn't do that. Have I ever gone to Montreal? Yes. flying MSP to RKSI and staying there for 2 weeks in March on a Delta 350. Damn, really? Can I not make this faster? Yeah, okay, that's better. Let me see if I can make this go the other way. Because there's a glitch. For some reason, it does the same thing that the Phoenix does when you set like an outside camera. Like, again, it's just the way that, kind of like how the PMDG draws the windows, the eyebrow windows. It does weird shit. You can see here. Oh, is it like that on this side too? It is. It does weird stuff in like the modeling of it. It's really, really weird. Montreal or Toronto, in your opinion, which is nicer? Montreal or Toronto? I don't know. I don't know if I know enough about like the actual cities. Very different cities. I feel like Montreal is like much more like about like the neighborhoods and stuff that you're in, where Toronto is just so like open. Montreal's huge though too, dude. I don't know. I would say you probably more like history and culture in like Montreal, if that's like what you were into. Like they like preserve all their like buildings and they have like old Montreal and stuff like that. So I feel like there's probably more history and stuff like there. I feel like Toronto is kind of like that. There's just so many new buildings and condos, and it's yeah, I don't know. Charles de Gaulle or Paris Orly? Paris Orly all day long. You live in Montreal and you love it here. It's a good place. Yeah, yeah. I have, I like both cities, to be honest with you. Except the roads. Yeah, the roads are terrible. Roads in Montreal are atrocious. Salut, mon ami. Bonjour. What about Quebec? What about it, Diego? When you will fly to France? We flew to France the other day. We flew Lyon to Nantes and back to Lyon. EasyJet Europe. It's gonna be hard. People different routes. Maybe. We'll see, Sasha. Who knows? Again, stop. Who cares, Sasha? Don't worry about it. It's fine. If there's ATC online, ATC will deal with it. If there's no ATC online, well, then I don't know. Captain, will you drive the Tesla in LA? Yes, we're not going to let Dan drive the Tesla in LA. Dan's going to crash and kill us all. Hey, Cap, I was away when the membership was gifted, so thank you to whoever did that. No worries, Timothy. It was probably Mopar Dude, or it could have been a few others. A few others also gifted some members today. But it might have been Mopar Dude. He did a 10 gifter. Mr. Mopar Dude. I agree, Schmacken. Yep. I'm from London, Ontario, close to Toronto, but I've never been to Montreal. Would love to do someday Toronto. It's a little boring for me. Montreal's awesome, man. Like I said, you go to Montreal, you go to old Montreal, some of the restaurants and some of like the boulangerie. You have to go to the boulangerie. Have to go into like these little stores, these little like Italian shops, and they, oh man, some of the sandwiches and some of the food and stuff you can get there. Incredible. I mean, in Charles de Gaulle, I think I've never seen you fly in this airport because we have flown to Charles de Gaulle. The scenery is atrocious, gamer, if I'm being honest with you, man. The scenery sucks. And that's one of the main reasons we don't fly into Charles de Gaulle. It's terrible in performance, and visually it just doesn't look good. It's a handcrafted airport, but like there's literally like there's like hills and shit. It's terrible. You flying real time? Nope, we're not flying real time. We are flying whatever time the aircraft departed, which was like 3 p.m. I think we had it set to 3 p.m. So right now we're 4:47 p.m. The real aircraft landed at 6:25 p.m. So that's, I think, what we're trying to do. We'll probably be a little bit earlier, but... Give up on X-Plane 12. The plane systems and the flight models just doesn't justify the 2004 graphics. Yeah, teach their own, man. Teach their own, dude. Yeah, LBJ DXB is 2 hours and 40 minutes, which could you do tomorrow on a single flight? We could, but there's the only airline that operates it is Emirates. And Emirates doesn't have any 330neos, do they, chat? I don't think they do. They might, but I don't think Emirates has 330neos. I thought they were all... Like they had like the 787s and the 777s and the 350s. Maybe Peter Hager can make a Q400. They got a lot of 380s. Yeah, we don't have one. You got funny you're flying ITA today as I am in Italy right now. How do you like the Headwind? It's not bad, Chappie. Not bad, man. Doing the trick. It's fun to fly every now and then, right? We'll see what it's like on arrival. See what it's like on landing. That's the big test. Used to operate the 330s, but not anymore. So yeah, see, that's the big thing. It's difficult to do a flight that just doesn't exist, right? So that's why I said we may go fly Air Portugal tomorrow, because TAP flies the 330neo. They have a bunch of them. I think actually TAP has the most A330neos. So we've got ATC now approach. There you go. Why operate a 330 when you have 119 380s? It's insane how many they have. It's crazy, dude. Can't wait to unbox my Thrustmaster Boeing yoke in a few minutes. Nice. Enjoy, man. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Enjoy. Emirates used to have the 310 back in the day. They did. Yeah. Press in. Sorry to hear about everything going on, but I'm also glad to have you on board in the flight sim community, man. Welcome, dude. And I am glad that you're enjoying your time in flight sim. It is one hell of a distraction, man. I can definitely agree with you there. A lot of fun and a lot of good comes out of flight sim. Thanks, man. How did I start streaming, Sasha? I just started one day. I started making videos. I used to make pre-recorded videos. And I think when I got to like you had to have 500 subscribers to stream, I think, back then, or 1,000 subscribers. I forget what it was. I think it was 1,000. You had to have 1,000 subscribers before YouTube let you stream. It's some weird rule like that. And anyways, as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, I started streaming. And, you know, I was doing it part-time and kind of like after work and those types of things, but yeah. I have not done a Delta 330neo, no. But we're in Europe tomorrow, so in this part of the world. We'll be in North America next week, but yeah. Will we be back in the 310? Not sure. Not sure, man. Again, I don't really have anything against the 310. It's just right now, TSC, I'm really on the kick of real world ops. And it's kind of difficult to jump back in. We could do like some retro ops and stuff like that in the 310, but I don't know. What bitrate do I use? 9,000 kilobits on the upload. That's the highest you can go. When is the next Air Canada flight? I don't know. Maybe next week, I'm not sure. When do you think the 380 will be out? I have no clue, Samuel. Your guess is as good as mine, my friend. Your guess is as good as mine. Talking about the 330neo, MK Studios teased. I saw that, Litos. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, man. That'd be really fun. Air Greenland has one of these airplanes, you know. DHL A300 ops will be interesting. They will be as soon as the A300 is released, yeah. Yeah. We've not done any Iceland ops. We've been to Keflavik before, but it's been a long time, yeah. But I mean, once we start getting the 7.5 as well, we could start doing some Iceland Air ops and stuff like that. Do you have any updates on the Aerosoft 330? No. If you want any updates, I would say just go to the website, man. Aerosoft has a whole website now dedicated to the 330, and you can go and you can read the news. I think they post news weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. I'm not quite sure, but... LAX celebrating 6 months. Appreciate you, my man. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's incredibly kind, dude. I really do appreciate that. So hope you're doing well, Cap. I am doing well, man. Cannot complain. Going to have dinner with my mom tonight out at her place. The only thing that sucks is it's like an hour drive each way. But get to go have dinner. Bring Daisy. Daisy can hang out with my mom's dogs and stuff. We should do Iceland Air Ops, London Heathrow to Keflavik. Could be a fun one. Yeah, again, as soon as we start getting some more airplanes, for sure. Yeah. It's going to be chaos on Vatsim when the 380 releases. Heavies everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Big time. DHL fly their A300s into Stansted in East Midlands. There you go. You got many plans of going to X-Plane soon. I didn't have any plans to do it, but I may do it. I don't know, Jesper. We'll see, dude. We'll see, man. I know a lot of people really want to see me jump back into X-Plane. I don't know, man. Like, do I commit to, like, using X-Plane next week, chat? Like, is this something that we should do? Should, like, we just 100% use X-Plane next week? Because, like, we don't have anything right now. I don't think we're getting the EFB next week. I don't think we're getting any airplane releases. Should we go back to X-Plane? Maybe I should put a poll up on the channel. We'd go fly the Q400. We'd fly the Q400. That's probably what we would fly. So we'd be doing like some turboprop ops. But it's been a year. I think X-Plane 12 should make another return. It has been a year. It's been right around this time last year, I believe, that it was released. Right, September it came out. Right, I think. I don't even know if I would last a week in it, but yeah. Would you go back to a Dodge Neon after driving a Lambo? I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Polar Spikes coming with a $20 donation. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks so much for your support. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is extremely kind. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Polar Spikes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. I feel like some people would get real upset if I jumped back in there.
Cap.
Hola. Good to see you, Polar. Thanks for support, my man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dude. Could fly the Q400 and the 7.5. I mean, we could. We could, yeah. I'd really want to fly the Q400, though, dude. Like, I miss that thing. That's like one of the only things I miss, dude. The Q400. That's it. I miss it dearly. Such a beautiful airplane. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how she goes. We'll see how she goes, okay? We'll We'll see what my mood's like next week. I think it might be a good spin. Like I said, I think right now, like I've been talking about, I think right now in like Microsoft, we're on like one of those downtrends because we haven't had a major release in a while. And I think the non-release of the 330 over the summer has kind of soured a lot of people in the flight sim community, if you want my honest opinion. At least like the Microsoft thing. But I think it could be fun if we just jump into it for like a week or two, you know what I mean? Maybe fly do a couple flights, maybe do like a Q400 on Thursday, and then maybe fly like the 7.5 or something on the weekend. Maybe jump in the 737 for a stream. I don't know. I don't even know. A lot of lighting bugs have been fixed, I see. We'll see, man. Yeah. Is the performance good? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the performance is pretty lackluster, but we'll see. Just do it when I'm at work, please. Jesus, dude. Pretty sure chat would be popping off if I was an X-Plane, man. I'm pretty sure there would be little mini wars going on in chat. And I don't know, I'd have to keep my shit together, not just laugh at everything that I'm seeing, but yeah. Are you going to do a poll? I'm not going to do a poll in here. If anything, I'll put the poll up on the channel. So I can make a poll. I can put one up on the channel. I can make it right now. Let's see what we can do. Let's go to my channel. Let's go to community. And let's go create a poll. Okay. Would you be interested? Can't say you guys. Would you be interested in some X-Plane 12 content next week? What would be the dates? Would be from it would be Thursday the 14th to the 18th. 14, yeah, till the 18th. How do I... All right, I'm posting it on the channel. It's up on the channel. You guys can choose my fate, I guess. I'd be down for some X-Plane 12. It's been a long time. Been a long time. Can we vote more than once? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I do not think so. It's pretty close. Pretty close already. 13 votes. Anyways, we'll see what that does over the next couple of days. I'm assuming there's going to be quite a few votes, so we'll see what that looks like over the next couple of days, and we can make our decision maybe tomorrow after stream. We'll see what it looks like. Being Boozled challenge on stream again. Dude, those were so nasty, man. Ugh. Those were so brutal. Listen, if I'm doing Bean Boozled, it's got to be for like minimum $5 to $10 of and I'm not even saying this to make money. I'm saying this because they're gross, and that's what I used to do. It was for every $3 donation. I think I had it is what I used to do, right? Man, what channel is it in? It's on my YouTube channel. If you just go to my YouTube channel and go to community, you'll probably see it there. Yeah, there's an alt account for a reason. Dude, just log it into your alt accounts to vote. People will start a war in chat. I don't know. Who cares, dude? Sasha. I mean, it's inevitable, dude. It's gonna happen. I've always said that I'm gonna jump back into X-Plane at some point. So, yeah. Did you know that you're up to almost 15 million views? Pretty crazy, man. I know, right? Pretty damn crazy, dude. 15 million views on a little flight sim channel. Who'da thunk it, man? Not me. That's for damn sure. Not me, man. is wild, dude. I don't think people are going to be unhappy, Sasha. I think that it's going to... I think a lot of people will be pleased to see me jump back into X-Plane. It's been... When was the last time we were in X-Plane? When was the last X-Plane stream we did? The last one I did was a year ago. When was this? This was September 5th. It's been over a year since the last time I've used X-Plane. No, I lied. I did one more stream after that. September 8th was the last time I used X-Plane. September 8th, 2022 was the last X-Plane 12 stream. So it's literally been a year. A year and 2 days. A year and 2 days. TSC, you can't see the poll. Again, man, go to my YouTube channel. Okay, go to my YouTube channel. Right? Like you're looking at my YouTube channel, right? And then go to community. And it should be right there. Would you be interested in some X-Plane 12 content next week? Sure, no way. 2 options, nice and easy. I was going to add a third option, but I was like, nah, we'll make it nice and clean cut. We'll make sure everybody can see it's either a definitive yes or a definitive no. No. Never seen X-Plane 12, so I can't judge. Would be interesting to compare. Yeah, I mean, visually, it's not even close. It's not. It's what I would be using it for is just the variation of aircraft that I could use. That would really be it. Now, chat, another thing, how does this work for, like, let's say if I want to update the 757, how does this work? Does anybody know, any of my X-Plane users, if you guys are still in chat? Like, do I have to go and download is there a new 757 that I have to go to, like, the X-Plane store and re-download again or something like that? Like, how does this work? I don't know. Physics too? Okay, well, we're not going to get into physics. We're sitting on our computer desk on a $200 joystick. We're not gonna start comparing physics. You guys know about that. Skunkcraft updater? Yeah, but I can't just take my old version, right? I can't just take my old, like my X-Plane 11 version of the 757 and bring it into X-Plane 12, right? Like that's not, I can't do that, right? I have to like go and download probably a fresh copy and then bring it into my folder. Oh, I can use the older copy? Okay. And it's, are you sure Flight Factor uses the Skunkcraft updater? Because they used to use the JAR updater or whatever the hell it was. I forgot the other one that they used to use. I think you have to pay for the update for X-Plane 12. I already have X-Plane 12. It's already installed on my PC and it's updated. Aviation Zone coming in with a month. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks so much for your support. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's incredibly kind. I really do appreciate the support. Thanks so much. Says, hey, Cap Popal as well. Just a question. Do you happen to know any new aircraft coming to X-Plane 12? Possibly maybe a 777 or anything else? Thanks. There is a 777 in development. There's a 787 in development by the same company. My guess is I don't think they're coming anytime soon, but yeah. I can't really give you a date yet, but yeah. The X updater is for Flight Factor. Yeah, that's what I thought. So maybe Flight Factor has moved. Captain USA is saying Flight Factor has moved over to Skunkcraft, which I prefer. Skunkcraft, that's what Tolis uses. That's what FlyJSim uses. They do all that, so. Something about X-Plane that they can improve. Someone in chat will get unhappy with you. It's okay. It's okay. X updater is Skunkscrafts. Oh. Okay. Got you. Got you. Now I understand, Captain USA. Okay, well, we'll see what the poll says. I'm assuming the poll's gonna be overwhelmingly positive for yes, X-Plane 12, but we'll see. We'll see what she does. Was the 777 V2 the one that you're saying was going to be like 120 bucks? If you don't own it, no, they're 787. They're doing a 787 professional series, and that's the one that I think is going to be like 150 bucks minimum. Yeah. First day in X-Plane, you're going to get a game crash on final. You would hope not, but who knows? Who knows? What weather engine are you planning to use for X-Plane 12? I'd probably just use default, Johan. I'm not going to invest any money into it. I'm not going to go down that road again. I'm not investing any money in X-Plane. That's just, I don't see it. I see it maybe being like the simulator that we use every once in a while just because we want to fly a different airplane, but I don't foresee me putting money into X-Plane. Yeah. No. Actually, I never got one crash in X-Plane 12 for the entire 2 weeks I flew, at least on file or anything like that. There you go. What poll are we talking about? Sorry, I just got back. There's one on my channel, the community tab on my channel. 66% yes, 34% no. No, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a overwhelmingly yes. Did you not upgrade Active Sky? I don't think so. I've heard Active Sky was extremely broken for X-Plane 12. I don't know. I don't really follow much, but from what I've heard, you just use default weather and you call it a day. Enhanced Skyscapes update X-Plane 12 sky colors and they look so much better. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be modding everything, guys. Like I said, I don't have the patience and I don't have I just don't want to. If we're going to jump back into X-Plane, it's going to be probably vanilla. We'll have third-party airports because I brought over my custom scenery folder. So I've got all ortho. I've got all my ortho and I've got all my third-party airports, which should work, right? So, yeah. The Kiro. The clouds in X-Plane 12 actually look nice. I don't know about that, but I think they look nice when you're on the ground looking up at them, but then once you fly through them and get above them, they're not so nice. That's just my opinion, but we'll see. We'll see next week, man. We'll see, we'll see. I don't know what aircraft to lead off with, though. I feel like if we fly well, I really want to fly the Q400, but I feel like people don't really care about the Q400. I feel like it's super niche plane. Maybe we'll start with the 7.5. Maybe we'll do the 757. I'll get that all updated and ready to go, and we could do the 7.5. I don't know. We'll see. Volumetric 3D clouds now. Again, we'll see, man. We'll see, dude. They still got to fix a lot of bugs with the clouds. Yeah, every video, every picture that I've seen definitely looks like it still needs some work, but yeah. You would be interested in the Q400? Okay. This some potential X-Plane streams? Yes, I have a vote up for next week. Next week. Propeller planes are nice. The Q400 is incredible, dude. It's one of my favorite planes in that sim. Yeah. How to get rid of static planes? Depends. Some developers let you remove them, so yeah. Q400, they don't operate the Q400. They operate the ATR. If we were doing the Q400, we'd have to be up in Canada somewhere, because that's pretty much, or we'd have to be over in Europe. But we just spent the week over in Europe, so we should be in North America. So, yeah, it would most likely be some WestJet, some Air Canada, and maybe some Porter. What headset do you use for your sim? You would recommend like the cable that runs up to it. You like the cable? Well, it depends. Do you want to just headphones or a headset with a microphone? There's a lot of difference, right? It depends what you need. I wouldn't mind you flying the 737-800 to compare, same with the A320. No, I probably wouldn't do that, dude. I'm perfectly content with flying the Phoenix in Microsoft Flight Sim. I would probably, if I'm going to spend a week in X-Plane, it's going to be flying airplanes that I haven't flown for the last year, right? I hope that makes sense. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I agree with you that it would be cool to kind of see the comparison, but I'm definitely not going to go to X-Plane to fly a 737-800 or an A319 or 20 or something, right? If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it to fly a 7.5, a 7.6, a Q400, something that I haven't been able to fly for the past year. I'm kind of semi-burnt out from flying a 737-800 and an A320. I wouldn't say fully burnt out, but I definitely am looking forward to a little change in scenery, if you will, over the next couple of weeks, right? Hence why we're in the 330 today. Again, just something different. It is an Airbus, but it's something different, man, you know? Listen, I'm the first person that's going to, like, understand and agree when the content starts getting a little bit stale, when it starts looking like the, you know, week after week after week, pardon me, week after week after week after week starts looking the same because all we're flying is the 737 or an A320. I totally get it, dude. I'm not, like, you know, pretty in touch with my community and stuff like that, so. Yeah. Same, honestly, that's why I started flying the ATR a bit more often. I totally agree, dude. I'm just like you guys, man, right? Yep, you know what would be insane? A flight from Cape Town to Antarctica X-Plane 11 or Microsoft 2020. Could be, yeah. I'm waiting for the 1206 official release before I get back in X-Plane, hopefully out this week. Yeah, I'm still in the betas. I don't know if that causes any issues or something like that, but... Why don't you fly some ATR routes? I don't mind the ATR. Again, I just wanted something a little bit different. I've flown a ton of the ATR when it first came out. We flew it for like 2.5, 3 weeks straight, and then we went back and flew it after some updates as well. So, again, the main thing is just getting and flying something different, right? That's literally it. Yeah. After flying an Airbus A320 for 3 years of Microsoft, I'm kind of getting tired of it. I look so much forward to something to some different aircraft. Absolutely, man. 100%. Yeah. The ATR 72 for Microsoft, any good? It's decent. Yeah, I mean, for the price tag, it's great. It's like costs like $12 or $15 or something. It's incredible. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Captain Sim 777 now that people say it's so much better? I mean, I don't understand how they would say it's so much better. Is it because it's using the last sim update with proper LNAV and VNAV? I don't know. I don't pay attention really to the Captain Sim product line. Let's do a shared flight in GA, flying a community fly event. We could do something like that. Yeah, that could be fun as well. Kiro's nice, but pretty similar to the 737. I don't mind flying the Kiro. The Kiro just, it's kind of like flying this one, right? They feel like default airplanes, and that's kind of where I'm like, yeah, I just want, like, that's why there's something special about, like, jumping in and flying certain airplanes. You know, like a 7.5 or a Q400 or something, you know? CRJ flights, again, the CRJ hasn't been updated in over a year. It makes it difficult to want to go and fly an airplane that just hasn't received any performance updates or anything, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Captain Sim product lineup. I have no clue. I have no clue. Okay. Do we have ATC? I don't think we have ATC. Do we have ATC? Sophia Control. I'm only picking up them. I don't think we have any ATC, Sasha. I see Gulf. Gulf Control. Upper control services above flight level 240. No, he's like all the way up there. There is on the VATSIM map. We have approach online. Okay. Man, somebody's got to clean these windows. That is filthy. Last cruise, the guys was sneezing on this side. Still have a nice tailwind right now. I have 521 knots across the ground. Real nice. What are your plans for 100K subs? Let's get to 75K first, man. Let's get to 75K and then we'll work from there, dude. Worrying about 100K, I think that's still quite a ways away. So let's get to 75K and we'll worry about that. What's your favorite plane in the sim in terms of looks? I don't know. Some beautiful airplanes. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Some really nice airplanes out there, so it's kind of hard to just like pinpoint one that I would like. Look at that sun off the wingtip, blinding. It's like there's 2 suns out there. X-Plane 12 is winning by a long shot. I kind of knew it would, but that's why I wanted to make a community poll, you know? We'll see how she goes. We'll see what everybody says. I'm assuming everybody was going to be, you know, they're going to be up for it, so. Can you see the contrails? ITA. ITA Airways. Where's the pole? Should see it. Livery is sick. It is. It's a beautiful livery. Yeah. Which plane in the sim has the best contrails in your opinion? Ooh, I don't know. I really don't pay attention to contrails, to be honest with you. I don't know. An X-Plane stream could be interesting. It definitely would be. These are done pretty nice. Yeah, the way that they're done. They're not too floofy. Nice. I actually don't mind this airplane. It feels really nice and heavy when you're flying it, and that's kind of what I like about it. I can't remember what it's like on approach and stuff. We'll find out. I'm going to hand fly a majority of the approach, so we'll see. Yeah. There's a plane behind joining in line. Okay? Behind you or behind me? They look good from afar? I don't know. Sure. Look from afar. What are you going to watch your airplane from a couple miles back? I don't know. You guys. Some random ass questions, guys. Behind you coming in fast. Okay. I see you're 20 miles in front of me, Sasha. There's somebody behind us. Cap, do you ever figure out the Phoenix issue from yesterday, aircraft or livery? I didn't. No clue, man. No clue, to be honest with you. What route slash plane in X-Plane 12? Well, I haven't got that far. It's going to be next week, dude, so I don't know. Most likely, I'm thinking of the Q400 and the 757. Those would be probably the 2 ones that I would focus on. I don't know if I want to do... I actually want to enjoy my time, right, flying them, so I feel like if we do 3 planes and 4 streams, it's going to be a little bit weird. I guess 5 streams, because we're going to have the Thursday evening stream. But yeah, I'm thinking Q400 and X-Plane, Q400 and 7.5. Presuming I can get the 7.5 updated and everything, hopefully, fingers crossed, so... Leo, celebrating 23 months as a first-class member, 1 month away. Huge no floaties to you, man. Getting that 2-year badge in a month. Thank you very much for support, dude. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. X-Plane 12 is going to feel like going back in time. Oh, yes. I would tend to agree with you. Yeah, it's probably going to be crazy. I don't think I'm going to have my track IR, because the track IR doesn't work natively, does it? You still have to have that... What's that awful camera system that you had to use for track IR and X-Plane? So, yeah. It'll be interesting. Where's the poll? It's up on my YouTube channel. If you just go to my channel and then you get the community tab, you should see it. Also, you'll probably see it if you're just browsing YouTube. It'll probably pop up. Imagine if you're going to be satisfied with X-Plane 12, you switch instead of Microsoft. No. I don't see that happening. I can probably pretty confidently say that that won't be happening. But what this might do, and what I'm hoping that this does, is that I'm hoping that I enjoy myself so much that we can start adding X-Plane back into the rotation of simulators. So maybe once every month, once every 2 months, once every 3 months, for a week or 2 weeks, we go back to X-Plane and we see what's going on, what's been updated, how the sim looks, yada, 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 right? So that's kind of what I'm hoping that this does. I'm hoping that this kind of kicks me in, you know, kicks me in gear and maybe, you know, we'll see. I don't think that it's, I'm pretty sure that, especially with 2024 coming out and the release of the 319, the 321, the A310, or sorry, the A300, the 777 soon, the MD-11 soon, just to name a few of the airplanes that are coming for Microsoft. It's, yeah. There's ATIS, arrival is runway 21. Okay. LLBG ATIS. ATIS information, Bravo. Expect ILS arrival runway 21, departing runway 26. Winds are 300 at 6. Okay, we'll go ahead and plan that up then. We'll come down here. We'll go to flight plan, LLBG, arrivals. We're going to plan ILS 21. We're going to be on the Emos 1 Alpha arrival. Okay, and we're going to take, we'll have to take a look at this now because we're not going to be landing on runway 30. So ILS 21, we'll pin that. We're going to be on the 1 Alpha, correct? So it's going to take us to, yeah, the 1 Alpha. It's going to take us to Tadov. So we want to take it from Tadov. And that's good. And we'll go ahead and insert that. Beautiful. And then what we can do is we can scroll down and we can just make sure that this is all correct. So it should be Zucco, Kongfu, Amos, Vitek. Zucco, Kongfu, Amos, Vitek. And then should be Divla and then Tadvo. Divla, Tadov, sorry. And then from Tadov, it should go Tadov to Betyo to Hadass. Tadov, Betyo, Hadass, good. And then should take us to Galga, which is correct. And then BG074. Galga, BG074. I mean, the aircraft has done it perfectly. That is the arrival. That is exactly what it is planned, and that is exactly what it said. Cool. Back to our performance page. 62 miles till top of descent, chat. We are getting close now, my friends. I think that sun is setting beautifully as well off that wing. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Hegap, have you noticed any frame drop in long hauls? Not really. No, I wouldn't really consider. Do you mean like flights like this, like a 3-hour flight? I haven't really noticed in 3-hour flights or anything like that, but yeah. What do we want? This. Ooh, I don't think we're gonna like this playlist, chat. Nope, I don't think we're gonna do this one. I think we're gonna do this one. Yeah, we're not doing that other one. Sorry. Runway 21 is actually the easiest runway to land on an LLBG. Hey, I'm all for it. I heard Tolos A330neo should be on the same level as the freeware flyby A320. Kind of surprising. Listen, I don't understand. I have a lot of respect for Tolos as a developer, and I've built a relationship over the years with them through flying X-Plane and streaming X-Plane, and I don't understand the logic behind doing an A320neo and charging $90 US. Doesn't make sense to me, but hey, that's just me, man. I feel like that's an insane amount of money to be paying when you can literally go and get a freeware A320neo for Microsoft Flight Sim for less money than that. You can buy an entire simulator and download the A320neo for free from Fly-by-Wire. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, I won't be picking up like any of these airplanes or anything like that, chat. Like I said, most likely if we're going to be jumping into X-Plane next week, it's going to be the 7.5 and the Q400. Those are probably going to be the two airplanes that you're going to see next week. We'll probably spend maybe a day or two flying the Q400. And again, probably you know what? We'll probably do Thursday in the Q400. So Thursday afternoon and then Thursday evening streams we'll spend in the Q400. And then we'll probably do Saturday, Sunday, Monday in the 7.5. Maybe doing some Delta, but most likely doing a bunch of cargo ops. Probably a ton of cargo if I was a betting man. Yeah. Cap, if you were head of a major developer for Microsoft, what plane would you bring to the game that's been lacking? Probably a 787 or a 350 or something like that. Something that could be, you know, a game changer in a sense, you know? That's weird, Philip. I've never had that problem. Yeah. Cap, do you prefer PMDG or Zibo sounds? I don't know. It's been a while since I've flown the Zibo. I know the Zibo sounds are great as well. I mean, listen, dude. Zibo is probably the best freeware aircraft ever for any sim. Let's not forget about that, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Chat, what are we saying in descent here? 31 nautical miles. What were the restrictions? We had to be at Takeoff for between 8,000 and 5,000. So what does this say? We need to be at Betyo for like, what's intercept? Intercept is 2,600. So I would say, what does it have us at? Takeoff. What did it have us here? Takeoff for 5,000. I like that. Okay, so we'll expect that. That'll be our initial descent. Will be 5,000 feet. So we can bug that up. 5,000. Good. Cool. We'll get ready for that soon. Zibo solos, and it's not even close. Yeah, it is. It's the amount of work and effort that went into that aircraft and how good it was for how long. I mean, it still is good, right? It's still a viable option. Quentin Boggs, thanks so much, man, for 8 months. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties. Thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate that. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Thanks for coming to hang out today, man. Really do appreciate that. When is Fly-by-Wire supposed to come out with their own cockpit model? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on, man. I don't, like I said, dude, I don't really follow all this news and announcements and stuff like that, dude. When something comes out, I fly it or I get, you know, I don't really, I don't like being like a hype train and like, you know, I hype train when like a product's like 2 or 3 days away from coming out, and then I'm like excited and, you know, but other than that, I don't follow projects anymore, dude. I got into it for a while, like following all these freeware projects and announcements that were made and this and that and this and that. It's just silly. More or less asking in general, not just you, Cap. Sorry, but no, you're good, Spark. You're good, man. I feel like the PMG sounds are a bit too quiet, but both the PMG and the Zibo are so great aircraft, for sure. Yeah. Another thing, and this is another thing that I always like to touch on as well, is you have to be, you know, you have to know, like with these freeware projects, right? These guys are doing this in like their off time, their spare time. So it's not going to be as quick of a development cycle as like, let's say a PMDG or a Phoenix or something like that, right? You're not going to get the dev cycle from fly-by-wire that you are from the rest of the guys, just simply because it is a freeware project, right? Wish Headwind 330 was on Xbox. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you're going to get any of these mods on Xbox just because of the way that they're designed. I think it's just, there's too much going on in the back that would require too much. Let's go ahead and start our descent, and then we can go ahead and punch in our descent data. So go ahead and performance. We'll go ahead and approach. Okay, it is there. Sorry, it just looked weird for a second. Let's grab some info here. Metar LBG. We'll grab our weather. I think the sounds are great in the PMDG now. Yeah, exactly. Now they're good. Winds, I'm still getting 330 at 4. Plug those into there. QNH is 1008. Good. Temperature is 28 degrees. Wonderful. And we'll go grab our barrel minimums here on the ILS 21. Barrel minimums are going to be 334. Yeah, 334. 334. We'll throw that into our barrel. Beautiful. Cool. Transition level 20,000 feet. Is that correct? 18,000. I was going to say that's a little bit weird. 18,000 feet. Good. Cool. Breedoc Products, a Crash Xbox, and you think it will run on this? Yeah. Well, the Breedoc lineup of aircraft are not good. Somebody over there to the left. I think those are guys that were coming in from the north routing. Kind of all meeting up together. Hopefully this isn't too big of a cluster, you know what. That light shining through is... Sheesh. We're all brighter now, chat. Planning on joining IVAO soon. Is it worth it? I think so, Captain USA. Yeah. I would check out VATSIM as well, man. I mean, you don't have to be one or the other exclusively, right? They both offer, you know, great ATC for if that's what you're looking for. All right. Cool. Descending on schedule now. Looking good. That's me. You're slowing down. Okay. So we must have been just a little bit faster. You got permabanned from VATSIM? How do you get permabanned from that? Like they banned your IP? Like they banned your hardware ID? How do you get permabanned from VATSIM? Cap, what do you look at to see if you're on schedule with the descent? So depending on what aircraft you're flying, here is the green ball. The green ball on the Airbus, that's your descent profile. So you want that to stay basically in the middle of the the middle of your PFD, primary flight display. So you'd want that right there. On a Boeing, you actually have it pops up over here. So on the Boeing, you have something similar to this. It's a little bit different. It's a magenta little line. And on the Boeing, you actually have your deviation path right here. It'll tell you how high you are, how low you are, if you're right on track with it. So yeah. Devere, we're landing on runway 21. We have ATC online. We're landing 21. Sounds like it's time for new motherboard to get the VATSIM. Yeah. Can you do that? I guess that'd work, right? Because that's what it is. Ban the hardware. All right. Descending nicely. Looking good. Yes, runway 21. Got an IP ban. You can always change your IP. So you didn't get banned for anything. You got banned because you couldn't keep track of your account. You can just make a new account. Excuse me. Most routers change IP if you just unplug it and plug it back in. At least mine does. I don't know how that works. A350 and 777 and 300 ER's engines are loud on takeoff. They are. Given the chill vibes tonight, it's the music. Excuse me, holy. There we go, that needed to come out. It's the music and the large stretching. Approach 1205. Jesus, we're 100 miles out from the airport and I'm getting a ping by approach. I dig it. Let's do it. He could be like one of those terminal things again.
Of course, approach, good evening.
What do we got? ATIS Charlie.
1 Alpha arrival altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1008, and please stay in minimum approach speed.
Unit from Bravo now holding off runway 30.
Agent 7 Bravo via Romeo Coastal 80, continue to Whiskey to runway 26.
Continuing to runway 26, okay, 7 Bravo.
Right.
What runway can we expect for Portugal 662? Is it runway 21 or runway 26?
Portugal 632, runway 21. Brakes, LL 386. Fly heading 090.
09 for Elliot 386.
Approach, good evening. Itaro 812 with ATIS information. Charlie, flight level 250 descending on the Amos 1 Alpha.
Itaro 812. When approach, radar contact. Descent via the Amos 1 Alpha, arrival altitude 5,000 feet. QNH 1008.
Alright, we'll descend by the Amos 1, 5,000 feet, 1008. Itaro 812 heavy. Cool. Sweet. Now we're looking good. I think Mark just started his descent as well. No, he's turning off a little bit. He's going to be getting vectors, I'm sure. I wonder if, like, everybody's caught up. We should be landing right at sunset, chat. I think we timed this perfectly. It should be like 6 something in the game. 5:39. I think it shouldn't be that low, but...
LL 386, fly heading 050.
We think about X-Plane? Yeah, mix things up, man. Have some fun next week. Thinking about it. Should be perfect. Should be perfect. Sunset arrival. That view right there. Off the wing. It's beautiful. What plane are you looking to fly an X-Plane? Probably going to be the 7.5 and the Q400. Q400 on Thursday. So Thursday we have the double stream. So we'll do the Q400 in the morning stream. And then we'll do it in the evening stream as well. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, probably in the 757. Those are the 2 airplanes that I really miss. I really want to do some 7.5 cargo. I want to do... yeah. All those. X-Plane 12. Benny, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. You're in front of me now? You've always been in front of me. Huh?
LL 386. Fly left heading 0. Correction. 300.
Alright, right turn 300, Elliot 386.
LL 386. Negative. Left turn 300.
My apologies, left turn 300 for Elliot 386.
All the XP fanboys might have to start deleting all those things they said about you. Yeah, I know. I'm going to go see all the Reddit posts start getting deleted, right? This week, X-Plane 12 coming up. Yeah, coming up.
Wind 330 degrees.
Chat will probably be over 1,000 viewers once you start X-Plane. Nah, I don't think so, man. Can't for some proper cargo on Microsoft Indie Builds A300 will be a first minute buy for me. Oh, 100%. 100%. thankfully, because of my sponsorship with Indie Builds, I'll probably get it a little bit early too. So I'll be able to showcase in, I should get some showcase time for you guys, which will be real nice. Real nice.
Hello, 386. Good. Fly direct to Zouk.
Alright, direct Zouk for Iliad 386.
So we're passing Zuko's 20 miles for us now. I don't know where he went. He's over there somewhere. Mark's over there. Look at that sunset. My goodness. This is nice. Leipzig Liège will be packed once that will be released. Absolutely. Yeah. DHL A300 and EGNX. Man, so many opportunities. It's going to be wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
108. Clear the ILS approach. Runway 21. Report established.
Clear for the ILS 21. We'll report established. Matic 108. Thank you.
You just came in here. Did you pay for that butter machine? Ooh. Which, this one? No, it's free. Freeware. Exclamation point aircraft. FedEx to MCO. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do in the 7.5. Probably like some Memphis and like some... we'll figure it out too. We'll do some West Coast. We'll kind of go all over the place next week then in X-Plane. We'll kind of... Like I said, I still have all my ortho. I think all the ortho works, right? You just don't get like the new effects, water effects and stuff like that, but I don't really give a shit about that. Looking forward on how GSX will work with the A300. I mean, I think it'll work like any of the other ones. I think it's perfectly fine with the A310 and stuff like that. Knowing any builds, they'll probably release a GSX profile for it, because they're going to know that everybody's going to want to load cargo and stuff like that. Now, keep in mind as well, the AnyBuild stuff usually ships with its own like crazy cargo loading system. I don't know if you've seen their A3, their A310, and if you haven't, go see the A300 in X-Plane, the stuff they have, man. UPS 7.5 from Ontario, Salt Lake, and Denver. I mean, all great choices. We've got scenery for all of them. Although the scenery that we have, I don't think it's been updated, right? The Mr. X Salt Lake City. I think it's still the old terminal style. Cap, when was the last time you loaded into X-Plane? A couple weeks ago. I went and reset all my camera views for my Q400. I didn't have them set up, so I went and fixed all those. Gotta go have a nice landing. Thanks, Aviv. Now that the RW profiles work with any builds, you can bet on that profile for it. Oh, 100%. Yeah. United 75-300. Not a bad option. The new livery. Real nice. I think we're through 18,000 feet, so we got to go 1008 on the QNH. We are still descending down to 5,000. Looking good. Going back to X-Plane, yep, next week we're going to jump. It looks like we are. I got a poll up on the channel. If you go to my channel and you just go to the community tab, you'll see that there's a poll. And you can, I mean, so far it's overwhelmingly, I mean, we're basically double the people saying sure.
Descent via almost 1 alpha, arrival altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1008.
Descent via almost 1 alpha to 5,000 feet, QNH 1008 at altitude 84.
Descent 4101 para disproportion start.
0410 alpha, pushing start approved, release point 62 facing north, QNH 1008.
Push and start is approved, facing west, QNH 1008.
That I did not expect. I mean, listen, Rasmus, as I've been saying, I've always planned to give X-Plane more opportunities. It's just, it needed to make its, and honestly, dude, right now is the time. I've already explained it. Microsoft right now, I think we're in like one of those, you know, we were super high for a while and now we're back in like one of those lows, right? It's about to start going back up with the release of like the A300 and the A319, the A321, the MD-11. There's a bunch of airplanes that are coming before the end of the year. I mean, I just named 4 major airplanes. An A300 cargo and passenger variant, an A319, an A321, IAE engine, CFM, and we've got an MD-11 coming before the end of the year for Microsoft. But right now, we haven't had any major releases in quite a while. I mean, the Fokker is a cool airplane, but it's just really old, and it's a super niche market to fly that type of airplane. Not saying it's not a good airplane, it's just been a while since we've had like a modern or something, right? And that's the big thing, and that's why I think this right now is like the perfect time for X-Plane to kind of, you know, for me to jump in, because we just don't have a lot available right now. So for me to jump in, it's a right time to kind of jump in and fly some planes that I used to fly all the time, you know? Saw some X-Plane flight, 737 NG driver looked great, but again, listen, I think in the right conditions, X-Plane can still look good. I don't think it's like this terribly looking, you know, atrocious sim, but yeah.
I called version 7 Bravo.
Version 7 Bravo with you, I'm sorry.
Have you done your fixed ring homework? What, for here? I mean, we could put some in here, couldn't we? I'm still not doing it. How do you do it in here? Is it RadNav? Or no? Don't I click on something? I forget how to do it in here. I know how to do it in the Boeing now, but I don't know how to do it in the Airbus. How do you do it in here? Is it easy? Don't you have to go to like all the way down to the bottom?
Climbing 8,000 feet.
Go to F plan and first waypoint. What do you mean? Like up here? Top waypoint and then fix info. Ah, and then you can put in what, like LLBG, right? And then how does that work? Do I put slash? Man, it's so much easier on the. I guess it's probably as easy as here once I figure it out. I'm gonna pause the music here after this one, chat. It's almost done.
632, cleared for the ILS runway 21, report established.
Okay, so ILS 21 and report 4.
So do I do radius or radial? Radius or radial? Just number, yeah, but in radial or radius? Probably radius, right? Just put in like 6. Can I put in 2 numbers, or can I only do 6? How do you do multiple numbers?
Okay,
now we've got a... Yeah, okay, now we got a 6-mile ring. You have to do next page. Oh, you have to do it again? Really? Interesting.
Go for Elio 386.
So I can put 10. I'm gonna have to put in LLBG, and I can put like 15. Oh, there you go. Look at how fancy we are now, chat. Ooh. There you go. We're professionals.
Can you repeat it again, sorry?
Okay, I mean, that is pretty easy. I feel like it might be a little bit easier on the Boeing, but you can also put LLBG 21 for the runway. Okay, so you can just do that. Awesome. That was my next question. Hey, Cap, we're using modern avionics on the 7.5? Probably not. I don't know yet. Probably not. We'll probably use the old. Aren't the modern, don't they use like an insane amount of FPS performance? Alright, chat, where the hell are we parking? We're parking all the way down here. Kilo 5. That's where the real airplane.
812. Good for the ILS runway 21 report established.
Good for the ILS runway 21 will report established. ITA 812. Alright, we're cleared on the approach. We'll report established, which means We should be able to take this down. Galga 2,600 feet. I'm going to bug that up. There's 2,600. Good. I'm just going to confirm that that has that in here. Galga.
Thank you very much for flying. Bye-bye.
He's logging on.
Anything for Robbie. See, bye-bye.
Sasha, man. Sasha, you're a trip, dude. You are a funny character, you know that? I've already talked a lot about X-Plane versus Microsoft, but what's your take on P3D to Microsoft? I mean, I don't know, man. I've never used P3D, so I don't really... I feel like I can't have a proper take on it. I've got thousands and thousands of hours flying X-Plane, so I feel like I have a little bit more of a, you know, a talking point. I've never really used P3D, so I can't say, you know, it's a yes or a no, right? If that makes sense. Do you like the old avionics? So do I. Yeah. Do you have any interest in flying the Flight Factor 350 or the Tolas 340 when you jump back? Not really. No. I mean, the 350 it's an okay airplane. It kind of reminds me of like flying one of these airplanes. Kind of like reminds me of flying like the Curo or the Headwind 330. Just so much left to be desired, you know? But yeah. I think for this first week back, I think the Q400 and the 7.5 are the two airplanes that I really wish we could fly in Microsoft. So I think it'll be good to jump back into them. I know mostly people will want to see the 757, so yeah. Did you use FSX back in the day or just X-Plane? I did use FSX, then I went over to X-Plane 9, X-Plane 10, X-Plane 11, and then I went to Microsoft, and I have X-Plane 12. I've bought X-Plane 12. I have it installed. So, yeah. Hey, Cap, I have the latest version of the A330. My altitudes are blank. My flight plan page, my FMC, no top of descent. Any ideas if I'm doing something wrong? Zane, you have to use you have to use the pre-alpha version, not the standard version or the whatever it's called, stable version. You have to use the other version of the download. Your favorite plane was the 350. I love the stuff they added, the ground services, cabin announcer, etc. But my main issue was the cockpit texture was ugly. Yeah, and the systems were still, you know, they needed a lot more work, to be honest with you. They really did. I heard X-Plane 12 was nothing new or amazing. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It still leaves a lot to be desired, but hey, you know what? We're going to try and look past that, and hopefully we can enjoy it next week. We'll see, man. It's almost like a little mini experiment. All right, that's what next week's going to be. Apparently X-Plane night lighting is better than Microsoft night lighting. That I don't believe, but that's going to be someone's opinion, right? And there's nothing wrong with having an opinion. You can either agree with that opinion or you can disagree with that opinion. I'm going to politely disagree with that opinion, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. X-Plane's night lighting loads in chunks. You'll be flying around and you'll just, like, this chunk will load, but the chunk beside it won't be loaded in because it just uses old technology. Are the bulbs maybe a little bit brighter, nicer? I don't know. I don't know about that, but the X-Plane, the way that it loads in grid systems, it's... Again, that was one of my big problems with X-Plane 12, with that not being fixed. Again, I can't... How do you say that you have a whole new system built from the ground up, but everything works the exact same as X-Plane 9, X-Plane 10, X-Plane 11, X-Plane 12? It's awful. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's not good. Hopefully that's something that they can eventually work out, whereas, like, you see how, like, Microsoft, like, it eventually just kind of, like, fades off into the distance. It's not, like, I can literally see, I can see lights all the way out here, all the way out there, as far as I can see. X-Plane doesn't do that. It loads you in, like, little grid sections and chunks of, yeah. And you might be right, Dave. Yeah, you might be right. Only thing I'm jealous of X-Plane is the humidity effect on the wings. Parallel 42 is already working on that for Microsoft. Even in X-Plane, it's not done very well, Litos. You'll see it in very weird situations, but it is a nice effect, sure, to have. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Why do you have rings out? Just so we know, that's 15 miles, that's 10 miles, that's 6 miles. Probably want to be fully configured by 6 miles. Gear down, flaps, all that fun stuff, right? So we're going to go flaps 1 now. And we're actually going to start bleeding off some of this speed. We're going to go down to 210 knots. Our approach phase should be activated, which it is. We've got a V approach of 147. 147. And I do have FS realistic is okay. It is. I was going to say it's turned on. We're looking good. Cool. Speed's rolling back nicely. We're rolling out onto an 11-mile final. I'm going to go ahead and arm our localizer. Got the airport in front of us. Got Sash on short final. Good. Loc Star is captured. Wonderful. We're going to arm our approach now.
2,500.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and get these on. 2,500. Good. It's just the terrain chat. We're actually higher than 2,500. Don't worry about it.
2,500.
Yep. Thank you very much. We see the channel Detroit on YouTube use FS 2004 with their cockpits the way they look exactly real. I haven't. Nope. I have not. All right. Bring that speed back. 190. Good. We're about to capture glide slope. 2,000. Who comes up with this stuff, Mopar? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know, man. All right, 180 on the speed. We're about 7 miles. We're going to drop the gear, go flaps 2. Beautiful. Bring that speed back to 170. Start getting fully configured here. 147. Can I trust the airplane chat? I'm going to trust it. 147. It's back in managed mode. We'll see what she does. My airport. Some of this shit, dude. Oh my lord. I don't know how some of the things that I say just truly crazy sometimes. Flaps 3. Gonna arm our ground spoilers here as well. Thank you. Auto brake is set to low. That's good. We'll do our cabin ding. Good. And we're rolling up to 160 knots through 170. Here comes 160. We'll go flaps full. We'll start the replay. Recording. All right, joystick cam's going on, friends. Let's enjoy this arrival, shall we? Cool. And we're vacating to the right, chat. To the right, we're vacating. Yeah, because we're going all the way down there. Cool. Let's do it. My airplane. Enjoy the arrival. Let's see if it still floats like crazy. I plan on cutting the power pretty early, to be honest with you. So we'll see. We'll see how she goes. Enjoy.
1,000.
It feels nice and responsive, though. That's one thing I always remember about this airplane. Flies very similar to the fly-by-wire 320. Maybe just slightly heavier. Looking good though. Staying on track. Like a quartering tailwind at 4 knots. God, that's loud. Just in case, chat, we're at 400 feet, in case you didn't know.
100 above.
Movements. Get ready for minimums.
Minimum.
Continue.
$50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Oh boy. She's that
10.
doing that thing.
5.
Okay, smooth enough. Nose down gently. Reversers out. Decelerating. Sounds are great. It still does that like pitchy thing I have to get used to, because the Phoenix doesn't do that anymore. It still does that weird like little pitchy thing. It's like you could like almost feel like the nose just trying to jerk up. It's a little bit weird. Takes some getting used to, but not bad. In the touchdown zone, a little bit floaty, and a respectable landing with 150 something. Definitely a floaty one. We all knew that one. 158. There we go. We'll see what it looked like. We got the replay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Tel Aviv after 2 hours and 47 minutes. We're a little bit early. That's always nice, right? Chrono on. Some lights on in here. Landing light off, nose light to taxi, strobe lights off, wing lights off, APU master start switches on. The rattle bus. Dude, the rattles like crazy. I agree. Like way too rattly. I actually really like the sounds, but it sounds like I'm in like an old one. How much did you pay for LRM? Nothing. It's free. Put exclamation point LRM. Mopar, take care, man. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Have a great day, my friend. It's very sensitive on the flare, and I forgot about that in my practice circuits that I was doing last night. Forgot how just sensitive it is in the flare. You have to really just kind of flare it at the last second, to be honest with you. Very slow, easy, gradual flare, and then, yeah. All right, we're going all the way down. I don't know what gate these are. Let's come down here. We'll take any one of these ones. We'll take 1, 2A. We'll take 2A, sure. GSX, I don't know where this is going to be. Ramp, Echo, what are these? I don't know what these are, chat. We'll just go down there. I don't know if this is southwest parking, west parking. Why are you stopped on the runway? Why are you stopped on the taxiway? Sasha? Is this Sasha? This is Sasha. What are you doing? The west stands? Is that what it is? Okay. West parking? I don't know if these are these ones. Ramp, parking. I just disconnected there. Stop our replay. We've got that. Just park at the normal gates? No. We're going down to where we should be going. It's not that far. Just got to pass the terminal here, and then we're going to go down. If there was a plane coming out? Okay. It's okay. I just disconnect. Don't get in anybody's way. You want a GSX dance? Ooh, I don't know if we'll get that. We'll see. This plane is loud. I like the sounds, but it is loud. Never seen an A330 at the stands, not gonna lie. Yeah, they're always down here, right? But it's weird that it's not showing the parking. I mean, we can try if that's where GSX thinks it is. I wonder if it thinks it's the southwest parking. We'll try. We'll go 1. That one. So the marshaller's been XP Realistic going a bit overboard. It's not XP Realistic. That's actually the aircraft sounds, Dan. Like all the rattles and stuff. Yeah. Okay, we're going in at Kilo 5, or is it Kilo Sierra? I think it's Kilo 5. This is Kilo 4. This should be Kilo 5. Oh, they are there waiting for us. Okay, it is that one. Thank you. Degenerate. That is, you are correct. Here's Kilo 5. We're going in here. You can come off. Spool up the APU. Good. All right, Kilo 5. We're going to take this turn. Big time. Big time turn, chat. Nice and slow. Take it wide. Look at that. Professional, chat. Professional simulator pilot. And the marshaller is blind. Yeah. Apologize. Sorry, dude. Don't worry. He's got his sunglasses on. He's a professional. No problem. It's good to go. It's good to go. All the marshallers out there shaking their head in chat. Like, this is why these pilot guys, man. All right, cool. Park brakes on. I can't shut down the engines for replay, right, chat? That's how this works. I remember with this airplane, you can't shut down. If you want to do the replay, you can't shut down the engines or it doesn't work. So, cool. Thank you to Mr. GSX for getting us in here beautifully. We'll restart the Kutal script. We'll get that out of the way. Flaps are back down to full. We'll go ahead and get our landing lights, nose lights, wing lights, strobe lights, all that fun stuff. We'll get all this stuff back on. Yeah, we don't need you, no problem. That's fine. Let me rewind the time here just a little bit for like when we touch down, somewhere like around there. And we'll go ahead and watch the replay. Cool. Turn the sounds down here. We'll bring this in here a little bit. And we shall watch the replay. That should be good right about there. Give you guys a nice little wing view. Look at that. Sun was setting. Beautiful little wing view. Thank you for awesome stream, Cam Canada. Thanks for being here, Leonard. Glad you enjoyed it, man. It was a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it. The plane flew great, actually, to be honest with you, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow's flight. I don't know where we're going to go. I'm going to try and figure that out now before I have to leave. But yeah, appreciate you being here, man. Thanks so much. Is the aircraft out of the box? On the Xbox version? No, unfortunately not. This is a mod for PC Microsoft Flight Sim. Definitely floaty. Just holding it off at this point. Beautiful landing, though. I would say that was a great landing. Well in the touchdown zone. Nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about, chat. Well, everyone, that's going to go to wrap up today's live stream. Again, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Truly do appreciate it. I hope you guys did enjoy this as much as I did. Again, tomorrow we're going to be back in the A330-900. I think we're going to be doing some Air Portugal out of Lisbon. I think that's what we're going to be doing. I think we're going to head north. We're going to do something like that, maybe up to like Copenhagen or something. I think that's probably our best routing, but I'll have a look at Flight Radar 24 and I'll kind of plan something from there. Maybe we'll do something completely different, but I want to thank everybody for being here today. Mods, donators, sponsors, thank you all so much for everything you guys do, man. Without you guys here, none of this is possible. So seriously, thank you all for the support. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like, what, medium haul, should we call it? Our medium haul from Rome down here to Tel Aviv. Good to be back into Tel Aviv. It's been a long time since we've been here, so it feels good to be back. Thanks so much, guys, for coming to hang out. Really do appreciate it. To everybody else who cannot donate using a monetary value, I want to thank you guys just as much. Thanks for support. You guys are absolutely awesome. Appreciate every single person here. Just help support the channel, help smash down that thumbs up. Just hangs out with us, man, building this amazing community here in Microsoft and Flight Sim. So thanks for support, friends. Appreciate you. I'll leave you all with the outro tunes and some replays. Have yourselves a great Sunday evening, and hopefully I can catch you guys tomorrow for more flights in the A330. Happy landings, my friends. See ya!